She's about to jump on. There we go. And good morning, Sandy. How are you?
Hey, Blake. This my camera just a tad.
Happy Wednesday.
Thank you.
What's happening in the world headlines this morning?
We got a situation.
Uh-oh.
I
What's
know.
the situation?
Situation in Cayman Brack.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
Are we live?
No, we are live, yes.
Oh, okay. I was waiting.
We are live.
All right. So
I read something about some locals being upset about the RCIPS. Is that what you're referring to? What's happening?
So there was a rescue effort on Sunday afternoon where a young man went out with his friend fishing in a boat, and they got into some trouble. Their battery and boat died.
Okay.
So from Sunday, I was hearing versions of the story that, you know what, the RCIPS wasn't there, the Coast Guard wasn't there. People were not happy with this situation. And then what made it worse yesterday, it came to feverish pitch after the RCIPS released a press statement yesterday afternoon, basically taking credit for it, saying that they helped the police helicopter and the Coast Guard responded to a vessel in distress. And that, you know, somehow it says that the helicopter monitored the vessel at the location until assistance arrived. And apparently none of that is true. So
Okay.
residents of Cayman Brack are like, what's the RCIPS talking about? Because this is completely false. And it also said that the rescue effort was assisted. It did acknowledge by a resident from Cayman Brack, but, you know, they just totally got the whole thing completely wrong. And then it was escorted to safe harbor by the CICG, which is the Cayman Islands Coast Guard. Turns out the Coast Guard had to be rescued themselves. So we're going to dig into this because this is a very interesting story. In other news,
who rescued the Coast Guard?
Cayman Brackers.
Really?
Like you cannot make this stuff up. Like,
so the helicopter did not go? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So we're gonna kind of dive into this during the show, but essentially what happened is the helicopter provided the quadrants for where the vessel was because they were en route to a medevac situation.
Okay.
So that's all they did. They went in, they saw it, they said, yep, here's where it is. 2 hours later, they left the Brack. Well, they would have done a full journey and left. Mm-hmm. And then they basically said when they were asked if you're coming back to assist, they said no. So it's just a little bit disingenuous of somebody to put out that press statement that's completely false.
Well, I'm guessing they would have to refuel at some point back here in Grand.
They did that on the Brack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's a whole conundrum. We'll get into it.
Interesting.
All right. Other police news. They're warning people that apparently it's against the law to have weapons at bars and clubs.
Yeah.
It's against the law to have weapons anywhere that,
grocery stores.
Yeah, exactly. Not just bars and clubs. But anyway, they've obviously issued this after that vicious attack at the Bird last week where a man is said to have lost his eye and another one was stabbed in the abdomen. And in that case, they've also announced that they have actually made an arrest. So a 31-year-old man from Bodden Town has been arrested in relation to the incident. So one of the victims still remains hospitalized and is recovering from his significant abdominal injuries, while the second victim, who was stabbed in the eye, remains in hospital being treated for, obviously, his life-changing, but what they say is no longer life-threatening injuries. So the suspect was bailed on strict conditions pending the ongoing investigation.
Okay. Do we have names of these people yet?
Not yet. We kind of know that the young man who got stabbed is related to a prominent attorney here in the Cayman Islands.
Okay.
But, yeah. So it's just it sounds like a really crazy situation. I don't know exactly what happened, but wow.
So is it like two people at a bar and got into an argument in the parking lot kind of thing?
I mean, we haven't really heard a lot of details, but it looks that way. They were all, hanging out at the Bird, and maybe somebody had one too many drinks and stepped on somebody else's toes. Not really sure, but yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where obviously things went too far.
Yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Lose an eye. You don't never want to lose an eye.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So yes, those are your news headlines for this morning. Lots of police news. So,
Yeah. Well, I'll be curious to hear what more you dig up on that first story. That's interesting. You can catch the Sandy Show right now on Bobo 89.1 FM.
oh
I'll
my
see you
gosh,
tomorrow. Yes.
I forgot the biggest news of the day. How can I
Okay.
forget this? Guess what today is?
Today is June 29th.
Yes, which is CMR's 5th birthday. Hello. Yay. I need to pull up my birthday song here in a second. But yes, we're celebrating 5 years today.
Hold
So
on, I got your birthday song here. Hold on.
Your birthday song?
Say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too. There you go.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
right.
So yes, 5 years today. We're
Oh,
gonna be celebrating this
congratulations.
morning.
And
Giving
you
lots
look,
of prizes.
you're all grossed up. You're engrossed up.
Don't play that too much. You might get a stream block.
Huh?
I said you might get a stream block on Facebook. Don't play that song too much.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, we're totally excited.
All right, catch Sandy now on Bobo 89.1 FM. We'll see you tomorrow here on Kiss FM and Blake and Aaron for the Thursday show, final day of June tomorrow.
Yes, fantastic.
Unbelievable. So, all right, we'll see you later.
Okay. All right, folks, we got a couple of seconds until we go live on Bobo. Good morning, everyone. Isn't today a lovely day? We are excited because it's her birthday. Mhm. 36 seconds and counting. Good morning. We're going to get into that BRAC situation, y'all. The RCIPs need to do better. I don't know, boy, but they're getting the story all mixed up and wrong. Worse than a bag of chips. All right, 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and liftoff.
Peppermint, sorrel, ginger, beaver grass, or English. Get it ready. Your morning tea just got hotter.
Ooh, honey child.
On the cold, hard truth. Bobo 89.1 and Cayman's #1 talk show are bringing you morning talk like no one else. Monday Rewind, Impact Wednesdays, Caribbean Connections, and much more. Don't miss a beat with what's happening in the local community. Just keep sipping your tea.
What a mess.
Here's your host, live and direct from the Cayman Islands, Sandy Hill.
Happy Thursday. It is June the 29th. So you guys know what this means. Gosh, we have so many things going on. All right. So we do have special guests actually that are joining our show. And I forgot that they'd be coming on today on our special day, but we're going to pull them here in just a second when they are ready. All right, so quite a bit actually that we're going to be talking about this morning. Now, you guys know, is it Wednesday? Oh my gosh, did I just say it was Thursday? Why do I feel like it's Thursday today? Thanks, Chuck. Chuck is like, it's not Thursday. Happy Wednesday, June the 29th. Yes, I got the date right because it's our anniversary today. So I know a lot of you are here for the anniversary party. Listen, we got lots of giveaways, everything from our top prize, which is $500 cash. And no, it's not counterfeit money. So make sure that you tune in for that. Stay tuned for that. Wow, $500 cash. I could do with that myself. Am I eligible? No. So let me make sure the phone lines are hot and ready. 936-2626. Now you're gonna have to call in. I know y'all love to just be typing, but I'm gonna force you to call in this morning to be eligible to win some of these prizes, especially the cash prizes. So you've got to call in, folks. We're gonna give away a lot of money today, like legit hard cold cash. And like I said, it is all real money, not play money. And we have got gift certificates. We've got gas vouchers. So we have 6 $25 gas vouchers and we have 3 $50 gas vouchers. Oh my gosh, this is like some legit money. So let me see now. So we do have our guests ready this morning. And then before we get into celebrating, we're gonna talk about the situation with Cayman Brack. So our Cayman Brackers are just absolutely amazing people. So I see someone who's calling. And by the way, you can just call in and wish us a happy anniversary, but happy birthday. But you got to call the right number. So I see someone calling the wrong number. 936-2626 is the telephone number to call. I bet you she's trying to call to get on air. So this is the number, 936-2626, 936-BOBO. So we have a lot of congratulatory messages coming in. We will be answering those. And yeah, it's party time. So, but listen, our obligation first and foremost is to the people and the people's business. So we're going to deal with the Brack situation first and try to sort out the RCIPS a little bit. But oh Lord, what a mess. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Hi, good morning, Sandy. This is Renita here.
How
Just
are
here
you?
to wish you a quick happy anniversary and birthday, and may God bless and continue to bless you
Oh
to
my
do
gosh,
much
thank
better
you.
and greater things for our country and our people in the world.
Oh,
It's
thank
so
you.
important to bring to you the love and the care and the sophistication of forefathers' wisdom back, because some of the education people not really that smart at all. I mean, except you. But when you're righteous, nobody can touch you. Anyway,
Oh my
God
gosh. Thank
God
you, my
bless
darling.
you and your family, and keep up the good work, my dear, as they say.
I
I can't
appreciate
say
that.
things, but you saved a lot for me, and I thank you for that.
Thank
But
you
God
too.
knows best. Take care, and God bless, continue to bless you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Bye-bye.
All right, love.
Love
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
All right, folks. 93626 is the number. So you got to make sure that you call in for prizes. And I tell you what, we've actually got some really, really fantastic prizes. So is Sugar and Spice ready to come on yet, Dion? Let me know. Are they still getting ready? Okay, so I think they're actually coming on at about 7:45 is what I told them, more or less, give or take. All right, so let's talk about the Brack situation. We got 10 minutes to talk about it. I think we can wrap it up in that amount of time. This is one of those situations. On Sunday evening, I started to get some messages and some calls that said, "Hey, Sandy, there's a situation in the Brack where honestly, we needed assistance, not more. We needed assistance to begin with from the RCIPS." And I was like, why? What's going on? Well, lo and behold, there was a boat that was in distress. And essentially, the bottom line is the RCIPS was nowhere to be found. The Coast Guard allegedly was nowhere to be found. And the people that had to come to the rescue of the boaters were actually the good citizens of Cayman Brack. And people feel like this situation has been downplayed, and not just downplayed, but even misconstrued by the RCIPS press office. So let me just, I'm going to pull out one of my messages here. The first person to alert us about this, obviously I do not call any names, but this lady messaged us and she said, Sandy, what's going on? We got a situation on Cayman Brack. She messaged me at 11:22 p.m. And I responded at 12:21 a.m. saying, oh, wow, thinking this isn't good. And let me read to you a screenshot of what she sent, which I believe was a screenshot that somebody else posted on social media. So here's what it said. It said, today, Linares Ebanks got a call stating that his son and another guy was seen in distress after returning from Pickle Bank by the police helicopter doing a medevac about 35 miles northwest of the Brack. Immediately, Kashawn Rich and Little Cayman District Officer Tate McFarland fueled up and headed to the location with Linares, Teddy, and a few others. And I was just informed by Raymond Scott, who immediately got in contact with a bulk carrier and was told that they had them in sight. And he reported that around 1830 hours, the two rescue boats were on the scene. I would really like to know What would have happened if these Good Samaritans didn't go? Would the police boat be going to rescue them? Another thing is, I believe the government should give Mr. Scott somewhere decent to help with these rescues and put him on a salary, as he has done hundreds of rescues over the years. These are the sorts of things that needs to be addressed and dealt with. Big up to all the parties involved in this rescue, and let's pray for safe return, which I know will take a few hours. Well, so it looks like this message was actually sent before, before the rescuers were able to come back with the boat in distress and those passengers. So I actually have a number for Mr. Raymond Scott. I'm going to call him this morning, because Mr. Raymond does do a lot for the residents of Cayman Brac. And I'm going to call him in just a second, but let me just finish telling you the story. So I heard this and I thought, this is a situation that's brewing. And then we waited. And yesterday, the RCIPS released a statement. Now, their statement was short, but apparently 100% incorrect. I mean, I don't know how you get this wrong, but the RCIPS essentially said that the police helicopter and the Coast Guard responded to this vessel in distress. Now, I don't know what their definition of responded to actually means. I mean, let's give them the benefit of the doubt that they're using it in the most loose possible terms, because clearly they just missed the boat, literally, like figuratively and literally, right? So here's the thing. What the Brackers have said is that they got the call, so they got the distress call, it came in. They then made every single effort to obviously get these guys assistance that they needed. The helicopter, the police helicopter, was incoming to go to Faith Hospital to pick up a medevac patient. So on their way to Cayman Brac, they got this distress call. So essentially, they located the boat and sent in the quadrants. Let me tell you who they sent it to. I had to get all this information because you guys know I know absolutely nothing about boating, child. So when somebody tells me a story like this, I'm like, okay, let me get all the details correct. So they actually sent in the the young man on the boat had a satellite phone. They called for help. Obviously, I guess that goes to 911 or whoever. The helicopter then located them. Their satellite phone died. So, they basically tried to give them as much information as they could. The boat had died. The satellite phone also died at this point. And then the helicopter located them and called in their location to say, I don't know, they're at such and such quadrants, whatever, to, who do they call it into now? I think the tower in Cayman Brac. So after they called it in, they went to the airport, Charles Kirkconnell International Airport, landed, yes, just landed, refueled, which I wonder, how many of you know anything about the helicopter? If it just left Grand Cayman, why does it have to refuel the second that it gets to the Brac? I mean, that doesn't sound like a really long distance. So is this helicopter not able to go like from the Brac to Little Cayman? Like it can't make a full return trip without refueling? I thought that was kind of interesting because I did not realize the limited resources of this helicopter from that perspective. So anyway, they refueled, went on to, let me just get this here for me. Went on then to Faith Hospital, picked up their patient and left. So at some point, the guys on the ground, like in Cayman Brac, were like, okay, are you guys planning on coming back to offer some assistance? And they responded and said negative. Negative means a big fat no. And the guys in Cayman Brac were like, huh? So basically that process of landing at the airport, refueling, picking up a patient at Faith Hospital, taking them from Faith Hospital, coming in on the medevac, landing them here. That's like a 2-hour process, roughly, give or take. So 2 hours were lost while they, then they responded negative. They don't intend to help. I'm a little bit perplexed and confused by that. I don't know the situation with the medevac patient. I don't know how serious that was, if that was something where they could have said, hey, let's delay picking them up. And don't we have 2 helicopters? I mean, y'all need to help me out here, but I'm a little bit perplexed. I thought for sure that we had 2 helicopters, 2 police helicopters. And that was one of the reasons why, one had crashed some years back, and the UK government assisted us in getting a second helicopter, so that in situations like this, where you might actually have more than one thing going on, we would have that backup helicopter. So I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit confused. Anyway, this is what happened. So in the meantime, when the distress call came in, one of the senior, I don't know if he's senior, but he's a fireman at the BRAC location, realized that given the description of the boat, that was actually his son. Imagine this. On that boat, that was his son's boat. And he's like, So of course, being a father, you know what I mean? You're like, I need to go. So he got some coverage for his shift, and he clocked out and left, put a team together, rescue team together, which included 2 vessels and 7 persons between the 2. I think 4 was in one vessel and 3 on the other one. $1,700 in gas money, by the way, that they had to use to fuel up, because they didn't want to go out there and run out of fuel themselves and running into any issues. So they made sure that both boats were fully topped up to go out and rescue this 32-foot fishing vessel that, again, got into distress because basically the boat died. So they leave, the 2 boats left Scott's Dock. It's easy to get that confused with Spots Dock, which is here in Grand Cayman. Scott's Dock at about 4:30 p.m. And they rendered assistance. Now, of course, you can appreciate that this would have been several hours after the original coordinates were given by the RCIPS helicopter. And boats, although the boat is dead, the water is moving and the boat shifted about 3 or 4 miles. Thankfully, it wasn't a particularly rough weather day, because the situation, I think, could have ended a lot differently. And everybody in the BRAC is like, just thank God that it has ended well. But they still have a lot of questions in relation to why there was no police assistance and where was the Coast Guard. So anyway, the guys eventually reached them. They had drifted about 3 to 4 miles away from the initial reported area, and were estimated to be about 64 miles away from Cayman Brac. So they tried towing the guys in, and then they recognized that the issue really was a actual dead engine, because the battery was dead, and I guess it wasn't powering the alternator. Yeah. So what they ended up doing was one of the rescue boats actually had 2 batteries on it. So they took one of those batteries, gave it to the smaller vessel, who was then able to start up on its own power. And they basically safely brought the vessel back in. So all of this took time. 6 hours later, about 9:30, 10 o'clock, they were able to come in. When they were coming in, about a mile out, right, they noticed the Coast Guard. Well, they saw a light of another boat behind them. Lo and behold, that's the Coast Guard. Now, this is where, again, the story gets a little bit fishy. I'm Sugar and Spice. I see you. I'm coming soon. Okay, guys? So this is where the story gets a little bit fishy, because, again, the Coast Guard not only was in no position to render assistance, because these guys were like a mile out. They were coming in safely, all 3 vessels. Everything was fine at that point. But then the Coast Guard vessel breaks down. Listen, I'm not making this stuff up. I know this sounds crazy. And if I didn't have so many people telling me the exact same story, you've got 7, 8, 9 people out on those boats. Plus you have everybody in Cayman Brac. They're worse than us, child. They know everything that's going on in the Brac. Somebody sneezes in West End. Somebody in, what's the other end of Cayman Brac? I don't know. The other end. They know that somebody just sneezed in West End. They know everything, or they think they know everything. right? So that in this case, they knew everything that was going on. And people were not happy. So by the time, 10, 11 o'clock, that's why I got that message after 11, because the guys had just come in and the story was starting to come out in terms of, exactly what had gone down. They were starting to already question what use is the Coast Guard in the RCIPS helicopter. In this case, they were of no assistance. So the Coast Guard itself broke down. I thought to myself, hold on. Is the Coast Guard, aren't these new boats that the Coast Guard has? Where do they get these boats from? How is it that they're breaking down already? You can't do a rescue without breaking down. And I don't know exactly when we say broke down. I don't know. Did it die? Did it, have a hole and, got water gone? I don't know what that even means. But they then needed assistance. Can you believe it? So the community, after spending 6 hours just rescuing these two young men, had to turn around and rescue the Coast Guard. Because they're not going to, even though they're a mile out, they're not going to leave them out there to drown a mile out or get in any further distress. Because who would have been rescuing the Coast Guard? Wow. This is a crazy story, I must admit. But from all accounts, this is the true version of the story, not what the RCIPS said. So the RCIPS, and we, Renee, you guys know, is one of our writers here in CMR. And she is the one who normally pays very close attention to the police posts that they put up. And she will put those stories out. So they put up their story. I don't even know what time this went out, yesterday afternoon. And it simply says the RCIPS helicopter and the Cayman Islands Coast Guard responded to a vessel experiencing difficulties on Sunday, the 26th of June, in the vicinity of Pickle Bank, approximately 50 miles off the coast of Cayman Brac. The vessel, which had 2 persons on board, was reportedly experiencing mechanical difficulties. The RCIPS helicopter was deployed and located the vessel sometime later, and the helicopter monitored the vessel at the location until assistance arrived. The rescue effort was assisted by a resident from Cayman Brac who responded to the alert sent by the Operations and Rescue Coordination Center. The distressed vessel was escorted to safe harbor by the CICG, which is Cayman Islands Coast Guard, and there were no reported injuries as a result of the incident. Wow. I don't know who told the press officer over the RCIPS that this is what happened, but this entire story is a big fat lie. Okay? So first of all, they did not respond to a vessel experiencing difficulties in that true sense. They were en route to a medevac situation. Debbie says, is this a Lifetime movie that you watch, Sandy? I wish. This is the RCIPS. I think the commissioner might want to, we messaged him late last night. He probably was already sleeping. But I was like, what really happened, sir? Do you even know? Because somebody's lying to you. So they were en route to medevac. All they did en route to the medevac was like, okay, we're up in the sky already. We'll tell you where the boat is located. Then it goes on to say that the boat was experiencing mechanical difficulties as though they discovered that themselves and they would know. Okay. When it says that the helicopter monitored the vessel at the location until assistance arrived, that's also a lie. The helicopter saw the vessel, said it's at, 50 northwest. I don't know. Y'all know I'm horrible with directions. So I don't even know what coordinates they would have given, right? And then that was it. They left. That's not monitored the vessel at the location until assistance arrived. They left, and another couple hours actually passed before assistance could even get out to these young men. And anything could have happened. Listen, Cayman didn't want to fancy themselves as seamen and all kind of stuff. But listen, on the high seas, and as far as I'm concerned, once you pass the high water mark, that's the high seas, anything can happen. You just never know. So then they go on to say that the rescue effort was assisted by a resident. No, it was 7 Cayman Brackers, and of those, 2 from Little Cayman, boat captains. What were their names again? Let me tell you now. Let's give credit where credit is due. Okay. So big shout out this morning. Mr. Linares Ebanks, it was his son that was actually on the boat. So obviously he was like, listen, we need to go get my boy and his friend. Kashawn Rich, big shout out to Kashawn this morning. And Little Cayman District Officer Tate McFarland. So they were the boat captains for the 2 rescue boats that actually went out. Big shout out to Raymond Scott, who again got in contact with a bulk carrier, which would have been another big boat that was out there, I guess. Because yes, they said they had them in sight. So I don't know what these people are talking about over at the RCIPS. They got this story all kind of confused. This is worse than what you'd hear in the Mall Road, because not even us would have gotten it this confused. We at least would have gotten something right in the story. But here they are getting 0 right. The distressed vessel was escorted to safe harbor by the Cayman Islands Coast Guard. No, it wasn't. The Coast Guard came in late. They were behind them. Like I said, they were already 1 mile out when they saw this light behind them. And they're like, who's this? And that was the Coast Guard. And then the Coast Guard breaks down and they had to get rescued. This story doesn't mention that. Shame, I tell you. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm told about the helicopter that the other one is in the US getting serviced. Oh, what a hot mess. You see what I'm telling you? These are the things that you just don't know. So stay tuned. Sugar and Spice, are you guys ready? Or shall I call Mr. Scott? I don't know how much time you got today. So I know time might be of essence to them, but we're going to call Mr. Scott here in a second. Amelia, thank you. She says, but think about it. These are the people who provide evidence to the court, which may result in someone's conviction and imprisonment. If they lie about a boat rescue, what else? Well, speak the truth and shame the devil, Amelia. Listen, I have seen police get on the stand, even in my own little dog theft case, lying, bold-faced lies. And it was at that moment in my life, a number of years ago, that I recognized, what was that, 9-10 years ago? I recognized you really can't trust the police. I mean, you really can't. They're supposed to be served. What's RCIPS stand for? Royal Cayman Islands Police Service. They talk about serving and protecting, and they want to be involved in the community. But if the community cannot trust them, that's a concern, and a big one at that. So, you know, I want to have faith in the RCIPS, and I think there are good officers, but I think there's one too many bad seeds that need to be thrown out and plucked out from the RCIPS for us to have any real degree of confidence. But this story is completely wrong on all fronts. So when Renee put this story up, everybody was like, Sandy, where are you getting the story from? Let me tell you what one person said. She commented, where did you guys get your information? She was pissed off. The police helicopter saw the boat in distress while doing a medevac from the Brack and reported it. The father of one of the stranded persons contacted 2 boats, and they went, found them, started towing them in. But while doing that, they got the engine started, so they all came home under power. After they got about a mile off of the Brack, the police boat showed up and had problems also. So it wasn't the police boat, that was actually the Cayman Islands Coast Guard, which I think the Coast Guard technically falls under the police. The praise needs to go to Tate McFarland, Kashawn Rich, Linares Ebanks, Garfield Rich, Luciano Lazari, Evel Dilbert, and last but not least, Raymond Scott, who's never recognized for what he does. You guys can mix up your stories. Well, it wasn't us mixing up the story. We were just believing the police, honey, Jill. Now, you know, a lot of times we call out the police and we say that this went down and that went down. Oh, no, you can't believe Cayman Mall Road. Well, it looked like you can't believe the police either. Roni says the Coast Guard only broke down to save the fish. Okay. Dimple, good morning. All right, we got Sugar and Spice who's going to be joining us. And then I want you guys to stay tuned because guess what? After this, we're going to call Mr. Raymond Scott. He probably doesn't even have access to Bobo, so he's probably not listening this morning. But we're going to call him and we're going to surprise him with a little bit of something. So do not go away. All right. Sugar and Spice, you guys ready? Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I did not
Good
even
morning,
realize
everyone.
when we were inviting you guys on this morning that you were coming on our anniversary, on our birthday. 5 years
Of
today.
course. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Louis
we
talking about
won't
6
miss
years.
this day.
Louis, not yet.
We won't miss
Louis-
this day.
I know. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the program. So first of all, those of you who might not know who Sugar and Spice actually are, tell us a little bit about who you are.
Well, Sugar and Spice is a part of the Cayman Bayanihan Filipino community. And we have a
Mhm.
weekly show which is called The Mayan. It's an informative show. It's full of, talks and how we go about with our daily lives in the Cayman Islands, and if we have
Yes.
also news about um, consular
Consular
services,
community.
community service, anything that we can talk about, exciting that we can talk about.
Yeah, she talk.
Mhm.
She talks and she
Beau-
spies.
Beautiful. And you know what I like about you guys is you have a really good, like you play off of each other, which is super funny. So one is Sugar and one is Spice. So Spice, raise your hand, Spice, so people can see who you are.
Spice.
Yes, so that's
In
Spice. She's
red,
really spicy. And then Sugar is a nice sweet one. Raise your hand, Sugar.
hi.
So they are fantastic. So they do a weekly show every single Wednesday. Some of you guys might remember that recently I was actually invited to be a guest on their show. So Cece says Sandy had me excited thinking it was the real Sugar and Spice reality stars. Oh Lord, is there a reality TV show called Sugar and Spice? Anyway, there you have it.
Sorry.
So ladies, we know that the Bahanihan Filipino community group does a lot of wonderful things in the community. This show that you have, your Sugar and Spice show, really is able to spread, like you said, a lot of educational information out there. You keep the Filipino community in the know. You're kind of like little miniature CMRs for your own community in terms of being
Actually,
informative, engaging, and yes, you've got this wonderful talk show on Wednesday evenings. But you've got a big event that's coming up here shortly that you want everyone to know about, because it's not just the Filipino community that's invited, but everyone is able to come. So go ahead and tell us all about your event.
well, it's this coming Sunday, and that's July 3. We will start at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's called the Philippine Festival. So it's going to showcase the different big festivals in the Philippines. And not
Mhm,
only that, we will be also showcasing all the different talents. Like, of course, you know that Filipinos love to sing. We also
mhm.
have cultural dances. And of course, we will also have the contest for the King and Queen, Festival King and Queen. And also we have a contest, whoever can make the
The
most creative,
mascara.
innovative mascara or the mask, the festival mask. So everyone can
Can join.
join.
Yeah.
The entrance is free,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
we will also, if you want to help Cancer Society and Meals on Wheels,
Yeah.
we are going to have a raffle, and you're going to win a 2013 Honda Fit hybrid.
What? Nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Wow, I
Mhm.
might try to sign up for that. I'm just kidding.
And don't forget the food.
Of
So,
course, Miss Sandra, don't forget the food.
Don't forget the food.
yes, yes,
I
I've
won't be
been
there if
to I've
there's
been
no
to
food.
this event before, and
Mhm.
the food is always just right on point. Absolutely delicious. So, how can people get tickets if they are interested in attending your event?
Um,
We have outlets, Funky Tangs. We have people all over. Oh, and at the airport this coming Saturday from 1 to 6. The Foster Airport,
Foster's
Foster,
Airport,
Kamana,
Kamana Bay
Mhm,
also,
and A.L. Thompson
and A.L. Thompson will be also at their
mhm.
gate or at their door. So we
Yeah.
will be selling tickets there as well.
from
Or you,
7 to 6.
yeah, or they can contact Cayman
Dion.
Bayanihan or go online and message us if you need a ticket. And also, if you miss all those schedules, you can also buy the tickets at the gate on this coming
Coming
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah,
Nice, beautiful. All right, folks. So this is an event. What time on Sunday does it start?
it starts 5 o'clock sharp.
5 o'clock
Yes, so
sharp.
we will start 5 o'clock
Yes,
sharp,
and
and
you
it's
you
the
you
show.
stress sharp because of course your events do go on into the evening hours, so you want to ensure that people come
Yes.
out as quickly as
Yes.
possible
Yes, and we
on
have
time.
a lot. We have a lot in store for everyone. So we want to start on
On
time
time.
because we
Mhm.
want to finish it because it's like a 4 hour event, right?
Yeah.
It's a 4 hour
Yes.
event, and it's really like from start to finish. it's going to be, you will be in awe. This is bigger than last year, that we
Yeah.
can promise.
Children
Wow.
are welcome.
Yes, children are welcome, and also
Adults.
this is the first time that the different kinds of Filipino groups are collaborating just to create this big festival presentation.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, wow. Very good.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is fantastic. So again, folks, the Bahanihan, which is a community group here in the Cayman Islands, an NPO that offers, a lot of they sometimes fundraise not just for their own community, but for other people in need as well. They do their show, they do educational segments, they have doctors come on talking about health and wellness, and adding a little bit of humor and a little bit of sugar and a little bit of spice into the mix to make it very, very entertaining for everyone. So, ladies, we know that you have an entire group that makes this a success. A big shout out to Dion and everyone else involved in the Bahanihan group. And of course,
Yeah,
I know that you have some sponsors that always make your events possible. So please tell us a little bit about
yes,
who you'd like to thank as sponsors.
Uh, Before we mention our platinum, we'll leave it to the last.
yes.
So we have our gold sponsors, the COA Group Limited at Barker's Beach Resort, West Bay 1, West Bay 2, Skylofts, and Grand Cayman Beach Resort, Grace Kennedy Money Services Western Union. We have Island Paving Limited, Smoothie King Animal House, Prodigy Jewelry and Designs of David Ebanks, A.L. Thompson, and Supriyan Body Boden. That's for
For
the gold.
yeah, for our sponsor, silver sponsors, we have Royal Medical and Wellness Center, Wendy's, Trades Career Development, and Wherever by Andre and Catherine Wilson, Complete Services Group, Pepsi, of course, Pepsi,
Mhm.
Cars Limited, Campbell Group, which is the one that provides the
car.
car. We have also our regular sponsors like Auto Spa, Surebuilt Construction, Uncle Clem's Distribution, Another Chance Thrift Shop, Mark
Langevin.
Langevin, Pro Scraper Complete, Foster's Food Fair, Florisa Miller, Fritch Revo, The Excellent Cleaner, New Asia Grocery, CNC Grab, Flow Cayman, Wardrobe, yeah,
And
those are,
yeah, we
and
have
all the
donors and
Philippine community and all Filipino group. But of
Yeah.
course, like Atisani said, we would also like to thank the Department of Tourism headed by the Honorable Kenneth Bryan for also giving us a support, and also for working with us and helping us with this cultural show.
Mhm.
there are they
All right, so you Lil
the
Black
Diego.
says, will this be a live event? I have a Filipino friend that's hospitalized, and I know that he would love to watch this. So I think we
Yes,
might live stream it. I know that we certainly have in the past.
of course,
So yeah,
we expect Cayman Marl to have it live on stream. So
yes.
yes, it will be live for those that were not able to come. Of course, you can watch it online.
All right, folks, the festival is coming up. We'll post up their flyer on our page a little bit later on. Go out and support. The money being raised is going towards community initiatives, for the Bahanihan NPO, which again, they help many people in the community. They even, I know for a fact, had some donations available when the fire in Honduras happened. I think it was last year. So ensure that
Yeah.
you get out there and support them. It's a wonderful event. And listen, they are always very, very inclusive. They have invited me to this event for many, many years now. I go, well, several years, I should say. And I always make sure that I attend and I go because it is really a fantastic and enjoyable evening. It's great to see and learn about other cultures and enjoy, their festivals, their food, their decorations. You feel like you have actually stepped out of the Cayman Islands for a minute to be able to see this cultural just conglomeration of every single thing, and of course the Filipino community itself. Within the Filipino community, it is very, very diverse. I was surprised to learn how diverse the community is, and they have thousands of islands, and they represent each other, and trying to be inclusive and as diverse as possible. So Juliet is asking again for the location of the event and the cost of the tickets.
The location of the event is at the Lion Center, along Crew Road. And the entrance is free, but if you want to join the raffle, the cost of the ticket is $25 for you to win the Honda Fit 2013.
All
And
right,
even if
so you
you
can
don't
go for
win,
free.
you have help Cayman Cancer Society and the Meals on Wheels.
Yes, those are our beneficiaries
Those are
this
your
year.
beneficiaries this year.
Yes,
Cayman
yes.
Islands Cancer Society and Meals on Wheels. So both
Meals on Wheels.
very, very good causes. So again, it's going to be at the Lion Center this Sunday at 5 p.m. sharp.
Yes.
All
Sharp.
right, folks. So go ahead and get your tickets. The tickets, again, are necessary if you want to enter the raffle. Otherwise, you can certainly just come for free. Ladies, Sugar and Spice, thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you,
Sandra.
thank
You
you.
have more power and always,
Yes, I'm so
Happy
glad that you guys
happy
could join us.
anniversary.
Thank you. I'm glad that you were able to
Yes.
join on our anniversary. So again, congratulations to you and your group. And we'll see you guys
Thank
on
you.
Sunday.
Yes, we'll see you there.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Bye, guys.
Okay, you have
Bye-bye.
a great day.
Thank you very much. All right, folks. So I see some comments coming in about the BRAC situation. So let me just read some of those comments. Let me see here. Let's see. So this person says, right. So the other helicopters being serviced in the US, that would have been good to know. New boats, but since they were purchased by persons who have no marine experience and have no clue what they're doing, the vessel is not fit for purpose. The vessel does not have propellers, but instead use a water jet propulsion system similar to what a jet ski uses. Okay. This type of propulsion system is not suitable for this type of environment because of the large amounts of seaweed we experience. The problem they experienced was caused by the engine propulsion system sucking up seaweed, causing it to get plugged up, rendering the vessel inoperable. What the heck? So this is what happened to the Coast Guard vessel. Wow. This person's really in the know. If the Coast Guard was ran by persons who actually had marine experience and not just reading a book and taking a test, experience trumps book smart any day. Boop. Kaboom! That's what you call a mic drop right there. The light they saw was the flashing light on the CB fire service boat towing them in. Oh, Lord. So the Cayman Brac fire service boat had to go out and tow in the Coast Guard boat. And that was the light that was being shown. What a hot mess. I tell you, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. No, Lord, take the whole boat. Unfortunately, Raymond doesn't have any training or marine experience either. He is versed in communicating on the VHF radio to ships, but he does not know how to properly handle a search and rescue situation. He's capable of asking ships in the area to keep an eye out, but since he does not understand navigation or is able to factor in important data like wind, speed, and currents, he's limited in his actual effectiveness. These are people who know more than me, child. I'm only reading what they're saying. When he calls a ship and asks for their help, they do not assist because he is asking them to, but because under international maritime law, the master of a ship, once they are made aware of the incident, are mandated to alter their course and render immediate assistance. Although he doesn't have any actual marine experience at sea and lacks training, he still does go far and above what the illustrious Coast Guard does. They sit back and take the credit for other people's action. Can you please say thank you to Dennis? Is it Bode or Bodden? Did you forget that? Bodden. Okay, to Dennis Bodden, who was with Tate McFarlane on Just Like That. Thanks. Oh, okay. So I guess that's one of the boats that was out there called Just Like That. And just like that, it happened. So again, thank you to Dennis Bodden. We appreciate that. All right. So let's give Mr. Raymond a call this morning. You guys ready? Thank you for all the anniversary greetings. We're gonna give Mr. Raymond a call. He doesn't know that we're calling him, so he might be like, "Who the heck are you, Miss Sandra?" All right, let's see here. All right, Raymond Scott. Mhm.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Raymond.
Yes, good morning.
This is Sandra Hill. How are you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing okay. How are
Okay,
you?
I can't complain. I want you to know that you're live on our morning talk show. We wanted to give you a call after we heard a little bit about your involvement in the rescue over the weekend.
Yes, ma'am. That is correct. I was the search and rescue coordinator of starting off the entire operation. That was done. That is absolutely correct. I got the first call at 1:55 p.m. from the Cayman Black Fire Service about a boat was in distress and needed assistance. I was at home at my place near the beach side. So I left I don't have any communications out here because we relocated after waiting 12 years to get my house built back from Paloma. So the communications is actually at my mother's residence, which is about 500 feet away. So I hurried through the bush path to my mother's residence where the tower has been established from many years ago. And got on the radio, and I knew a ship named Good Luck was the nearest one in the area that I could send to the rescue. So within, that was 2 p.m., within 5 minutes after I got the call, I contacted the Good Luck, which was south of Cayman Brac, about 15 miles.
Okay.
And the captain of the Good Luck was on the bridge at the time. Ukrainian Captain Karpenko Vladimir was the master in command. I said, Captain, I have an emergency at sea. I need your assistance right away. Please request to the engine room for maximum RPMs and head to northwest of Little Cayman at maximum speed. Said, yes, sir, will do.
Okay.
And within 7 minutes, the ship was doing 10 knots. Within 7 minutes, the ship reached to 12 knots and said, no, I am at full speed, headed to northwest of Little Cayman. Then I contacted the police helicopter, which was on the search for the missing boat. The police helicopter give me the position. That's how we knew where the missing boat was.
So let me just pause you right there for 1 second. So even before the police helicopter confirmed the coordinates, you guys had already started essentially the rescue efforts of knowing that the boat was in distress and actually sending a bigger vessel to at least try to locate this boat.
Exactly. 5 minutes following the call, as I said, I contacted the Good Luck bulk carrier, which was en route from Brazil to Mexico, loaded with 25,000 tons of rice in the cargo holds. And that ship proceeded, like I said, at full speed to the location. Then I contacted the police helicopter, and the coordinates were given at latitude 20 degrees 20 minutes north, longitude 80 degrees 28 minutes west, which would put them roughly 38 miles northwest of Cayman Brac. During all of the time following that, I was by the radio. I was receiving calls on the telephone from other people. Then I received the call from the father, Mr. Linares. I kept him informed that the ship was proceeding at full speed and was estimated to be out there within around 4 hours. That was 2 o'clock, so the ship was estimated to be out there around 6 o'clock. I continued, stayed alongside the radio, receiving calls from Captain Karpenko, the Ukrainian captain. Keep getting updates on his position, his ETA to that location. And Mr. Linares, the father of Terrell Ebanks, that was one of the crew members on the boat. Continuing to do that, then I got a call from the Coast Guard helicopter say we regret to advise that we have to leave the scene and head back to refuel and go to the Faith Hospital to take a medevac to Grand Cayman. I said to the pilot, after taking the medevac to Grand Cayman, delivering the patient, I need you to return to the scene to monitor the situation and make sure that everything goes right. But I never heard anything from the helicopter after that. I continued doing as I always do in over 100 search and rescue operations I have conducted since I've been around doing it. Over 600 lives I have saved. So I stays with it until the persons are rescued or brought ashore or taken in tow and carried somewhere else. So continuing to talk with the father of Terrell, Mr. Linares, I said, we need to find some other way of getting a boat out there before the ship gets out there. And Mr. Linares acted and contacted friends and family. And he called me back and said that he had arranged for Keyshawn Rich, which will be captain of one boat. Then Mr. Tate McFarlane would be captain of the boat just like that. And he said Tate McFarlane was coming from Little Cayman and coming to Scott's Dock to refuel and hurry out there, as well as Keyshawn Rich. And so said, so done. Everything was expeditiously done. And the boats headed out there. That was around approximately around 4 o'clock. But all that time I was still in contact with the captain of the ship and getting updates on his ETA and speed, etc. So the boats launched at one of the boats launched at Scott's Dock, and the other one was there. They both took off, headed toward that location. And referring to as master of communications, that is exactly what I carried out. When the boat got on its way, Mr. Tate McFarlane reported to me that they're on their way. And I kept in contact with him on regular checks because most small boat VHFs have a very limited range, can be 15, 20 miles, and that's it. We kept in contact with them. I did all the time. And keep finding out an ETA. They had estimated around 6:15 arriving at the site that was previously given to me, the location. They were estimating at 6:15. I told the captain to keep a lookout on the starboard side, on the right-hand side of the ship. Let me know when he spots a small boat or two small craft should be passing him, going to the rescue site, to the rescue craft. Around about 5:45, The captain said, I see the rescue craft on my starboard side. That would be Tate, captain of one boat, and Mr. Rich, captain of the other, heading out to the location to take the boat in tow. They got at the scene. It's approximately 6:15. I was told they made arrangements, took the boat in tow, then transferred the battery from Keyshawn Rich boat to the disabled boat. Got the boat started because it had dead batteries from a faulty alternator. The boat's engine started, and the captain proceeded along under own power and escorted by the other boats heading to Cayman Brack. The boat was Mr. Keyshawn Rich and the others, and Mr. Tate McFarlane. Everybody was headed back to Cayman Brack, everyone concerned. I received 18 telephone calls from friends and family members during that time, from around 2 p.m. till around 10:30 that night. 18 different people called me to get an update of what was happening with this boat.
Right.
That was all people from Cayman Brack. Yes, just everybody from Cayman Brack, and that 18 calls.
Wow. Well, we're obviously very, very thankful for everyone that participated in this rescue. All of the men on both vessels, yourself, and all of the concerned citizens in Cayman Brack obviously made this possible. You might be aware that the RCIPS has issued a statement where essentially they say that the police helicopter responded to the vessel experiencing this difficulty, and that they actually monitored the vessel at the location until assistance arrived. Did you see the police helicopter doing that?
Well, it would have been impossible for me to see the helicopter at that distance. It was 34 miles northwest of Cayman Brack.
Right. But do you know anything about the police helicopter monitoring the vessel?
In my statement that I previously quoted, as saying the helicopter was the important role in locating the boat. That's how I knew where they were for me to give instructions to the ball carrier's captain to head out there to them at full speed. Everything came about the location, latitude and longitude from the helicopter's pilot.
Yes.
So he was very instrumental, and him and I has communicated on numerous occasions on search and rescue over the years since the helicopter been around. Remember now, I've been doing this for 42 years. The amount of experience that I have in this. And I heard a quote a while ago talking about somebody coming about Raymond doesn't have the experience in the.
Are you able to
maritime.
listen to Bobo on the Brack?
No.
Okay. Somebody told you about it.
I heard it from myself. So that's
okay. Well, yes,
about maritime experience.
You can listen to the show online, so that's good to know.
Yes, okay. I've been a seaman for 6 years, working on 120 oil tankers, different oil tankers, and being on tugboats and barge, stepping from tugboat to barge and hooking up equipment and doing all sorts of things for ship-to-ship transfer in Cayman again. And been on a small tugboat towing a barge from Cayman Brack to Grand Cayman to bring over diesel for power and light. I have a lot of experience on the sea as well, not just being ashore doing communications.
Yes.
I have 6 years of it, and some of the most dangerous times with tankers transferring propane and crude oil in lightning storms and all of that. The lightning flashing, we had to actually cease the pumping operation with the cargo pumping operation until the thunderstorm passed by. Things were so bad like that. And I have experience, seaman's experience with boats, and I travel in small boats around the Cayman Islands and things like that. So not just being ashore.
All right.
And I would like to say,
yes, sir.
Mr. Linares, on several occasions in the past from the Cayman Black Fire Service, I has phoned in and requested and give instructions for them to come to rescue people in distress at sea. And I has had a very good cooperation from the Cayman Black Fire Service officers, and immediately acting upon my request when I get a SOS call at sea and make a request to the Cayman Black Fire Service to go out there to rescue people. And the ex-Marine officer, Mr. Urban Tibbetts, also acted on several occasions upon my request to go out far away out there to tow in people. And I know one instance, Mr. Sheldon Scott and Raymond Scott, which went out to assist people. And when I get a SOS call or a report, most of the calls will come in from, I have been awakened out of my bed all hours tonight. 2 o'clock, and I mean every hour. Here's the record I have. Every hour of the clock: 8:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9, 9:30, 10, 11, right on. Every hour and every half an hour, I has been called out to assist lives at sea. And people do not consider, when most people are asleep in the night, I am up saving lives. This is how it has been with me during my 42 years of doing that. I was the first one that had 6 Jamaicans airlifted by a helicopter from a boat that was disabled and at the mooring with a heavy northwester on. I made the request to the governor's office through Mr. Kenny Ryan and through the governor's office to send a helicopter that was in Grand Cayman, not the police helicopter. This is about 15 years ago, to come and airlift those 6 men and leave the boat abandoned and landed them in Cayman Brac. I was the first one that brought in a U.S. large Coast Guard ship 2 miles, actually 1 mile off of Scott's Dock, 2 o'clock in the morning when everybody was asleep mostly. And that was 6 people from Rotan that was out at sea drifting for 6 days. They were going from Rotan to Jamaica and they broke down. And this is a very important one that I want the public to hear, or whoever is listening to me. It was about 8 years ago, not sure of the date, but roughly 8 years ago, I was nearby the radio at 9 p.m., heard the U.S. Coast Guard calling tanker Nordic Thunder, U.S. Coast Guard. And the Nordic Thunder Indian mate answered, said, "This is U.S. Coast Guard, Freedom. We have a boat in distress, and do you have any gas on board?" The Indian mate replied, "No, we are a loaded oil tanker with crude oil coming from Texas going to India. We do not have any gas on board." So I heard the conversation. After the conversation finished, I called the U.S. Coast Guard. Told him, "This is the shipping traffic advisor at Cayman Brac, and I am monitoring your conversation with a disabled boat that is 40 miles south of Cayman Brac. And please give me details of the boat, how long they've been adrift, and the number of occupants on board. He said there is 6 persons on board, but we are on a mission. We cannot assist them. I said, sir, the Cayman Brac Island does not have any sizable craft to head out there tonight, and the weather is rough. So you have already arrived at the scene for the disabled boat, to assist the disabled boat, and there is no one else to assist the disabled boat but your ship. And I need you to take them in tow and tow them to Cayman Brac, and I will have the local authorities to meet you and take them to shore. And I changed the plans of what that captain had to do to immediately leave and go on his mission and not leave those 6 men abandoned out on the high seas. So these are the kind of important life-saving things that I have been involved in.
Yes.
I hope
Mr.
everyone
Raymond.
get that point, that the Coast Guard had to go, but it was on the scene, and I told them, you are on the scene and there is no other craft, so I need you to assist. And the maritime law states, even if you are not prepared to assist anyone, you must make your utmost best to assist in emergencies at sea.
Mr. Raymond,
And
I
then
wanted to, can I just pause you there for a quick second? I want
Yes,
to
ma'am.
read you some comments, and we are actually celebrating our 5th anniversary today here in Cayman Mall Road. And I know a lot of people are waiting for us to start the trivia section with the prizes and stuff. So I'm not going to keep you too much longer, but I want to read you some of the comments that are coming in from our viewers this morning about you. So Melita says, oh, I'm sorry, we're going to scroll down a little bit. So we have right. Okay, so El Rey says, tell him, Scotty. He's giving you a big shout out there. Vernita says, get this man some equipment. He needs to help protect our borders, etc. We should do a GoFundMe page. So she's again thanking you for your efforts. Miss Dorothy says, respect to you, Sir Raymond. Lavana says, good morning. I feel so proud listening to my own Caymanian speaking. So while about this, my dad was a seaman and it makes me really proud. We have so many great seamen on our tiny little island, the beautiful Cayman Islands. Johanna McLaughlin says, true, Mr. Scott deserved to be acknowledged. Great man to do so much for the country. My respect and love for you, Mr. Scott. God bless you. Anthony Blair says, absolutely deserving of an honorary recognition, dedicated person with nautical, where nautical matters. Well done, sir. Miss Vernita also says, it's a shame that we haven't honored this man for all the seafaring knowledge, help he has done for these islands. He needs to be knighted. Maybe you should have gotten it instead of Sir Alden. God bless you and thank you, Mr. Scott. Miss Brenda says, Mr. Scott, you deserve to be recognized and honored for all that you do. Someone needs to figure out what would be the appropriate award to depict your most valuable service and contributions, Sir Island. Thank you, sir. And Miss Donna says that the Cayman Brac community has also lost another stalwart seaman last night, Mr. Paul Rich, who is the father of one of those who was actually involved in the rescue. Deepest condolences to the family. A dear soul from Spot Bay, which is her area. So lots of people are just, saying what a job well done and thanking you for your efforts, as well as all of the other men that went out there, from Mr. Linares, whose son was obviously on the boat, to, we had mentioned earlier of Dennis Bodden, Tate McFarlane. All these guys just did an amazing job. And, let's be real here. They actually had to fuel up. Someone has sent us some photos of them as well. They actually had to fuel up. Like I said, fuel isn't cheap right now. $1,700 in fuel, folks, is what they spent in order to get out there to carry out this rescue. So, Mr. Raymond, I've spoken to you, I think, on one previous occasion. I know that you really do a lot in the Cayman Brac community as it relates to, anything on the seas, really. Keeping people informed and obviously, as you said, involved in a rescue in any way that you can. So we're going to show a little bit. I'm just showing our viewers who are online these photos this morning of the some of the rescuers and then some of the rescued boats. So this one right here, the little red boat with you can't really see it that well in this picture, but the blue top, that's the vessel that needed assistance, and they were able to bring in. So big shout out to all of the men on Cayman Brac who stepped up and did this. But we know that you are a little bit of an unsung hero, and that I know that you've had some struggles in the last couple of years. So we want to give you a little token of appreciation this morning from Cayman Mall Road. It is our anniversary. What can I say? We're in a generous mood. We're giving away all sorts of stuff today. So if you would be willing to accept a $500 cash donation towards, whatever you want to spend it on, that's on you. We would be more than happy to send that your way.
Thank you very much. I am delighted to hear that. Greatly appreciated. I can't thank you enough for that. Thanks very much. And also to say many thanks to all of those great guys that went out there, because it's risky to go out on long journeys like that. The boat with Tate McFarlane, Dennis Bodin, and Luciano Lazare. 3 of them was on one boat, and the other boat, Keishan Rich, Teddy Rich, Evolve, and one other guy. It was 4 on one boat and 3 on the other. Many thanks to all of them for immediately responding and being so thoughtful to go out there to get our people into safety. And this is something we need to be prepared for, because boats are always on the water every day that it's good weather for a fishing trip, and we need to be prepared. I've been asking for 20 years. And this is one thing, people may think I get absolutely no compensation. I am not an employee of Lloyd's of London anymore. I get no income. All I get is my livelihood from my heavy equipment, from hard work. I doesn't get the Siemens ex gratia. I doesn't get 1 red cent, as Caymanians would say. Only my heavy equipment providing a living for me. And that's not an everyday job, only here and there. But luckily this morning I'm going up on the bluff to do jackhammer with my excavator, leveling a piece of land. That's my income from that. So this is a great gift to me of $500. Greatly appreciated, and thank you all very much. Yes. And I will continue doing my expertise operations and lining up whoever needs assistance at sea. And just to say, I have assisted around 50 Jamaicans in boats that have drifted away and broke down from going out to the banks. Around 300 Caymanians, Haitians, Jamaicans, Americans, British, Canadians, Swedish, Dutch, among about 40 different nationalities.
Wow.
Not people just going out from the island, people passing by the islands, and sailboats break down, masts break out of the sailboat, and things like that. So I have a history, very interesting history behind me of the numerous calls that I have got and put the utmost to bring lives to safety. I am the savior of the seas when it comes to safety of life at sea. And all Cayman Bracers who have cooperated with me with boats to go out there to help people, thank you all mighty a lot. Can't be appreciated anymore to all the guys on the Brac who has went out upon my request to assist boaters, people drifting out at sea.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Scott. We'll be in touch with you, and please enjoy the rest of your day. We hope we made it just a little bit brighter.
Yes, thank you very much, ma'am.
All right, my dear. Thanks, too. Have a good one.
Sure. Good day. Bye-bye.
All right, folks. It's party time now. 936-2626. Y'all ready? Mr. Scott, we weren't really planning on him. I'm going to just do that out of my own pocket. Because again, I think there's a lot of people in our community who really go out of their way to do things that they don't have to do. I mean, regardless of what you think, of Mr. Scott and what he does, the bottom line is he doesn't have to do it. He could be like the rest of you cavemen and women sitting back just complaining about everything, but he gets up and he renders assistance where assistance is needed. Even if he's just helping with the communications part. Hello, communications and rescue efforts is probably the most important thing. So I want to take my hat off to every single person involved in this BRAC rescue. Now, we're gonna be doing CMR trivia here this morning. Kevin, are you almost ready to come on the show? We started the Jackass of the Day. This is gonna be one of the trivia questions actually a couple years ago. And right now, in this moment, I'm feeling like the RCAPS might be getting Jackass of the Day, because I don't know what they're talking about with this press release and this made-up story of what happened, but they completely missed the mark. But let's move on. It's our anniversary, so we're feeling good. How about a little happy birthday song? Hold on now. Hold on. Can we hear that one? I can't hear that song. What's going on? There we go. This is a little funny thing here. Oh, that's not the one we want.
Happy birthday to
Yeah, there we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
All right, folks, 5 years. It is so unbelievable. The time, honestly, has really flown by. I mean, it's just amazing. I remember the afternoon when CMR got started this day back in 2017. I'm going to tell you guys the story just here in a second, but let's start giving away some prizes. Ooh, honey child, we got all kind of prizes. Look at this is my little prize stash over here. I got gift certificates for restaurants. We have this one is which one now? I can't remember. Ooh, Grand Ole House, $150. We have, what's this one? Refuel, $50 gift certificates for gas. Hello, who wouldn't want those? That's like winning the lottery right there. Trust me. Okay, we got $150 from Grand Ole House. That'll be a nice dinner for two. We have Popeyes, Burger King, Waffle Monkey. We've got Kimanabe gift certificates, Cold Hard Cash. So we're going to be giving away some cash prizes. And then we've got free coffee and donuts, free waffles, all sorts of good stuff from Waffle Monkeys as well. So folks, let us go ahead and jump in. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, everyone in the Cayman Islands and everyone else who is watching, because we know this show is not limited just to the Cayman Islands.
No, I saw people from Canada, from Bermuda this morning. Where else? I saw a few other people from overseas messaging to say that they were here. So Charlene says, it's about time I win something here. Let's try my luck. So here are the rules, right? Now, first of all, we had kind of a pre-registration where you could like tag someone, you could share and follow the page, tag someone, and then that sort of pre-registered you and made you eligible. So we do have our first winner from the pre-registration group. Let me see here now. I want to call out his name because I need you guys to locate him for me and tell him to call the program. So his name is Aljon Lanson. He's a security officer at Sinico Cayman, it says here on his Facebook page. So if you know this young man, ask him to give us a call so that we can tell him what he has won today. So again, not everybody uses their real their real name on Facebook, but his name, I'm going to show you guys what it is here in a second. So in case you know him, message him and tell him you got to call CMR right now. 936-2626 is the telephone number. And we're going to congratulate him as being the first winner of the day. So he pre-registered. He followed the rules. So, you know, you got to follow the rules, folks. So this is what he did. I'm going to just show you his account here. Again, if you know this young man, give him a call. There he is. Al Jean Lanson is the name, says that he's a security officer at Cineco. So Al Jean, give us a call here on Bobo, and we're going to get you sorted out with a beautiful prize. All right, Kevin, let's start off with some questions. I've got some. I know you were kind of putting some together for me. Last night, I was like totally drawing a blank in some of the answers to the questions. So I can't ask people a question that I don't know the answer to. That's a problem.
That old age, or?
Yeah, trust me, trust me. So we're going to leave the big prize. Somebody's going to get $500 cash. We're going to leave that until the end of the program. So you got to keep listening. But let's go ahead and start off. So of course, you know, we have different elements to Cayman Mall Roads. We've got the website, the platform started this day 5 years ago. We have expanded. We started a radio show, and y'all need to know the date for when that started. And we actually started the Cold Hard Truth before the radio show started as well. So let's see here now. Question number 1. Let me see. Name Cayman Mall Road's first political guest. Now, this would have been, we started the talk show in 2019, like January of 2019. So some of the very first guests that we had on the program were politicians. Now, I'm gonna go easy on you guys with this one because there's 2 possible answers, and I will accept either one if you get it right. But you got to call in 936-2626. So Charlene, call that number, honey child. Jonathan, call the number. I see you guys answering, and I can tell you that one of you have already gotten the right answer, but you need to call in. Y'all pretend like you can't. Listen, even if you don't have any credit, you can still call in and WhatsApp. Woo, honey child, somebody beat y'all to the dial. Good morning, caller. You're going to take a guess?
Austin Harris.
Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Yes, sir. Absolutely correct.
Fan of yours from the beginning, Sandra.
Yeah.
Here's to 50 more years.
Thank you so much. So you are a winner. So, my dear, you are winning a Rubus $50 gift certificate.
Woo, woo,
Trust me, that's like gold right now.
I'm telling you,
That's
this is
$50.
nice.
I'll give him about half a tank, right?
That's at least, listen, that's almost a full tank right there, depending on what you drive. That could be a full tank.
I guess if it's a little
Now, if
motorcycle or
that's,
something.
if that's a Honda Fit, you got 2, you can get 2 gas tanks out of that. So thank you so much, caller. Now you have to, my brain, I'm trying to write it down, but you make sure that you remember to get your gift certificate.
Will do. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, hon. All right, so folks, you got to be quick on the dial because everybody's going to be calling in this morning. So let me put this one to the side. So that's winner number 1. $50 Rubus gift certificate. Congratulations, caller. So yes, we actually had our first political guest, Austin Harris, and then we had Chris Saunders. I was willing to accept either one. So Jonathan, you see, had you called in, you got to pay attention to the rules now, Jonathan. Had you called in, you would have been the winner. I think technically it was Austin and then Chris came shortly after him, but I was willing to accept either one this morning. So this was back in 2009. And in fact, we were, we had a little makeshift studio back then at our Pasadena office location, and we were interviewing, Chris, and, we interviewed Mr. Austin when he came into the program and stuff as well. So I'm going to show you guys this picture because, again, in 5 years, my goodness, we've grown so much. But here we are doing the interview back in the day, and there's Mr. Saunders. Nice. So, a little walk down memory lane. But listen, we got lots of prizes to be given away. So let us move on to another question. So they will be varying degrees of difficulty. But I tell you what, if you've been paying attention to the program, I think that most of these you will be able to get. Some of them you can actually research, but let's continue. All right. So, this one is a little bit of, you have to know history. You have to know Cayman history now, right? So where in the Cayman Islands can you hear or read about the real life Mall Road? Some old heads should be able to get this one. 936-2626 is the telephone number. Where in the Cayman Islands is the question. Can you read or hear about the real life Mall Road? You think that's going to stomp anyone? Kevin, what do you think? You think that's a hard one? Do you know the answer?
It could be a challenging one.
That one's kind of challenging.
Yeah.
All right, take a guess now, because there is a story. Listen, the Mall Road was so named because this is part of our history. Ooh, we got a caller who's going to be adventurous this morning. Good morning, caller.
That one's kind of challenging.
Yeah.
All right, take a guess now.
You gotta turn the background radio down.
The Mall Road was so named.
Are you ready?
Part of our history. Ooh, we got a caller who's going to be.
Hello, caller.
Good morning, caller.
All right, you guys got to be ready. I'm going on to the next caller. If you call in the background, you're still listening to the background, you're a couple seconds behind. We're going to go on to the next person. So when you call, turn the radio down and be ready. Good morning, caller. Do you think you know the answer?
Good morning and happy anniversary. I'm going to try.
Thank you. All right, let's see.
Would it be the museum? Look here.
Oh, no, but that's a really good guess. That's a good guess, but it's not the museum. But man, that's a good guess. All right, caller, try again a bit, okay?
Sure, give someone else a chance.
Yes, thank you so much. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. I'm guessing it's going to be Scranton.
No. Oh my gosh. Nope.
I told you this one was going to be a little bit difficult, Sandy.
This one is stomping people. Good morning, caller. What's your guess?
Good morning. Could it be the National Archives?
No. Huh. This one's getting to people. So the question again is, where in Cayman can you hear or read about the real-time Mall Road? So caller, thanks for that guess.
Let me ask, is this official or just community-wide?
No, it's an actual location. Yes, it's pretty official. Yes.
Okay.
Good morning, caller. What's your guess?
The Seafarers Hall?
No. Oh my gosh. You guys are guessing kind of all around it in a way, but nope. It's not the Seafarers Hall, but it is a physical location where you can go and find out. So let's try another caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Morning.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Would it be at the stoplight of Shed Road and Eastern Avenue?
No, honey. That's not it. Keep trying. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Do you think you know the answer?
I think I do.
Oh.
It'll be on Cayman Mall Road, the cold hard truth. Bobo 89.1.
No, listen, the Mall Road existed way before we did.
Long before my time, long before CMR's time.
Nope, long before that. Think history.
Okay. It would have to be sitting at home in the yard and under a tree.
No, folks. So there is a place where you can find out about the historical Mall Road. And so, caller, do you think you might know what it is?
Is it the Mission House?
Yes! Yes! Congratulations!
It's funny because I saw it inside the chat. Somebody typed it, and it was like, oh my goodness.
That one was tough. That one was really tough.
About it.
So yes, it is the Mission House in Bodden Town, folks. So the Mission House in Bodden Town, you can go there, and there's actually a photo of women who used to walk on the Mall Road, and they would literally pick up the news. So their official job was to pick up, like, what ships were coming in and bringing in whatever. But along the way on the Mall Road, you always got a little bit of sus. So I was reading with a degree of humor yesterday. Some of the comments, someone's like, "Oh, we don't like this post. This is so gossipy." I'm like, "Do you people by now? We're 5 years in. Do you not understand the Mall Road?" So the Mall Road is the official news. Sometimes you found out who was sleeping with who and what was going on, and there's a little bit of gossip mixed in. That is the entire concept of the Mall Road. So we are not anybody else, folks. We are the Mall Road, and it is what it is. So caller, make sure that you hold on. Let me tell you what you actually won. That'd be good, right? If I told you. All right. So hold on now. Let me look at my prize bag here. All right. So caller, how does $100 in cash sound good?
Wow, thank you.
You are most welcome. So I'm just writing it down now so I don't forget to give you your prize, but you remind me in any event. But congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, folks. So let's get ready for the next one. So that's $100 cash prize. Y'all got to make sure now you got to pay attention. So yes, these women walked the literal Mall Road back in the day. And trust me, back then, the Mall Road was full of all sorts of excitement because you had mosquitoes that would have been biting you on the way. You probably didn't have the best shoes to wear. And it was your responsibility, your job to go all the way from Bodden Town, like where the Mission House is as an example. You'd go into Georgetown, you'd get the news, and then you'd bring it back to the lady of the house in Bodden Town, which was the capital that came out at the time. She would turn around and send the news out further east, so the people in North Side and East End would get it as well. And it's kind of like a little bit of playing telephone, Kevin. When you get it on the Mall Road, by the time it got back to the lady of the house, you were able to add a little bit to it because you might have gotten like 5 different versions of the story. And so you'd kind of say, and Miss Bodden said, and Mr. Eden said, and that's how the Mall Road is. So this concept of the Mall Road, we did not create the concept, folks. We were trying to celebrate part of who we are as Caymanians, part of our history. And let's be honest, even the official sources, as you can see, don't always get it right. So sometimes the official sources, like the RCIBS, is completely off the mark. And then we call everybody else and we speak to everybody else and they tell us the real down low on what actually happened. And that's how it works. So some people were guessing, but remember now, y'all need to call in. So we're not going to take your guesses online. You can type them in, but you need to call. So people were saying CMR buzz. Thanks you. Tin Navidad says happy anniversary. CMR cheers. Wanda says happy anniversary. Many more successful years of service. Miss Loretta, thank you. HMP, Her Majesty's Prison.
Well, there's a lot of good roads going on there. Out of there.
That's why the prisoners are always trying to call me, child, because they be like, yeah, we got some sis for you. Every time I go to court, I always see guys who were there yesterday. Quite a few of them were showing up for court appearances, and they're always like, oh, they still call me Katron. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but my ex-husband was a prison officer. So a lot of them knew him, really nice guy. All the prisoners liked him. And so they're always like, Miss Sandra, Miss Katron, I'm so-and-so, and they're always so happy to see me. And I said, are you trying to stay out of jail? That's really, really important. But yeah, that's not a bad guess because there's a lot of sus that goes on in jail as well. But San had guessed it as the Mission House. That was correct, but you got to call it in, folks. We're going to force you to call in. Marie was saying around CUC. Charlene said she misunderstood the question completely. All right, folks, let's move on to the next question. And Kevin, we're going to have you add some as well. So let me see. I got to take questions out as we ask them so I don't repeat any questions. Okay, so we had a recent video that amassed some 6.1 million views and it reached over 10.9 million people. Which video was that? This one's pretty easy, I think. And let me see which gift certificate. I'm going to get you guys ready with a gift certificate here. So the question again, folks, is we had a recent video that had 6.1 million views on Facebook. And it reached over 10.9 million people. What video was it? So give us a call if you think you know the answer. 936-2626. So Sharon says Karen at the Kimpton. So remember, folks, I see some of you calling my other number. I think y'all are calling the wrong number. 936-2626. Let me plug the. Yeah, you gotta call the right number. So that's the first thing. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Would that video be the lady taking a shower with children on the beach?
No.
There was one that really beat that out.
Yeah,
that was a lot of views. But
I'm curious, Kevin. Do a search and see how much that one got. But no, that's not the one. That's not the one. Try again, caller. All right, caller. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Hi, would it be the little boy that was fishing?
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's correct.
Yeah.
You are a winner today, madam. All right, so we have.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. We have for you. We're going to give you a gift certificate to Popeyes and Burger King, $10 each, so you can have lunch 2 days in a row. So do me a favor. Hold on 1 second. Let me just put down your number now so we can make sure we call and get all your prizes to you. So let me just write it down. Yep, got your number. So Popeyes and BK gift certificate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, you're most welcome. So yes, folks, that was the young man who was fishing for his birthday. And man, that video went viral. Kevin,
I'm part of some fishing groups up over here, no Sandy, and it even like Sky there. You know, I'm in the Tampa area, and the Sky Repairs were a big fishing area, and it made its way even in that group. And that group has several thousand people alone, and people were commenting. I mean, if you looked at the amount of comments and engagements that post had, I mean, that was certainly an amazing viral video. And he's such a cute little young man, and he's just there fighting to get that fish up.
Yes.
It was. I mean, it was definitely
even
one
if
of
you're
those.
not a fisherman, you just appreciated his tenacity and his joy doing something that he really, really loves. So yes, that video over 6 million views, and it's reached over 10, almost 11,000 people, which is just a phenomenal and amazing. So Kevin, when we first started out CMR, one of the key things is we knew that we had to dominate the social media space. And that was our remit. I was like, listen, whatever the situation is, we're going to dominate social media. So every single thing that gets posted on the website in terms of news stories gets posted on social media. And then other stuff that doesn't necessarily make it on the website also gets posted on social media. So we are very, very active on social media. So the next question is actually the next series of questions is going to be in relation to that. Okay, so are you guys ready for the next question? This one is kind of easy in the sense that you can actually look this one up. All right. Someone was asking if I could show a clip of the video with the young man. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, we can probably do that, I think. Can I find it? Of course, I had it last night when I was looking at it. Kevin, see if you can source it for me.
Yep, I'll search for.
Yes. I think it's still normally at the top because it has so many views, but because we're live now.
Well, the thing is, I knew how to search Facebook, but when they changed, I'm relearning all of the back end of Facebook. It's just like,
I know it's so frustrating. Yes, it is kind of frustrating, but you actually have to be logged in as yourself to do the whole search thing. But yes. All right, so let's see if we can find that video. Super cute. He's fighting with that fish boy, I tell you. All right, folks, let's move on. So the next question is, how many followers do we have? I've just told you that we understood the necessity to reach the people where they are. And where are people? People are on Facebook and Instagram. A lot of people are on Facebook, younger people. Some of y'all are on Instagram. So how many followers does Cayman Mall Road have on Facebook? Now, it might have changed since last night, so I'm going to double check the numbers myself. But how many followers do we have on Facebook? Good morning, caller. Sorry. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. I'm trying again.
Okay, why not?
Is it 62,000?
Ooh, you're so close. Close. But we want you to give us the exact number. And I must tell you, you're very close, but not quite.
Okay.
All right, my dear. So we want you, because it's so easy to get this one, because you can literally look it up. We want you to give the exact number. Caller, good morning.
Morning. Happy anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Is it 67,000?
And?
Sorry, Danny.
213 following.
Oh, you're close. It is 67,000 and something. So you got to know where to look in Facebook, but you can actually get the exact number of followers, folks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh,
Sandy, I got the little clip here.
All right, caller, you gonna try your luck?
Okay, you said how much followers on
Yes, on Facebook. You have to give the exact number.
Over 30,900, and that is still grossing.
No, that's not Facebook. No? I think you're looking at something else. No. All right, caller. What do you think?
Me? Yeah, I like.
Yes. Hi. Good morning.
Yes, 67,213.
Oh no! You guys are getting close. Caller, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Sandy. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
67,213?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you're getting close, but nope, that's not it. Hi, good morning, caller. What's your guess today?
67,213?
No. Are you guys, Kevin? Why is everybody going with that number? Are they saying a different number than, because sometimes I think that we can see stuff that they don't. So I have a different number, and I'm kind of wondering if maybe they're seeing it, but we're not. So I actually see, but because several people have actually said that exact number to me, I kind of feel like maybe that's it. I think we had this situation before, but I'm seeing 67,941.
And that's what I'm seeing as well on my end.
Yes, I'm not sure why you guys are seeing something else, but I think I just gave away the answer.
We did, but we haven't. We would have to figure out why other people are seeing
caller.
else.
Oh gosh, I think she hung up already. So who was the first person to guess 67,213? I think we'll give that to them because I'm not sure where you guys are actually seeing that number, but we're seeing 67,941. So, hi, caller.
Good morning. Is the question how many followers you have on your various platforms?
No, just on Facebook. Just on Facebook.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, okay. So y'all got to listen to the questions. Good morning, caller. Hold on now. The poor phone is falling asleep on me this morning. So I tell you what, let's be fair about it. Whoever said 67,213 first, we'll give it to you. Yeah, Ingrid is saying that maybe as page administrators, we're seeing additional amounts. I would have thought it would be the same. I mean, I don't really know why we would see anything different. But let's go with 67,213. But yes, we actually see 67,941. 941. Yeah. Good morning, caller.
Yes, hi. I'm calling back. I was the first caller.
You were the first caller. All right. So, will you do me a favor and make sure that I have your contact? I'm going to put down this number, but I know you're calling from a landline. So just make sure that you message us a little bit later on WhatsApp. And so for today, we're going to give you a $20 gift certificate to Waffle Monkey. So congratulations.
Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate it.
Okay, my dear. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
All right. So Waffle Monkey. I'm trying to write these down at the same time so I don't forget. All right. So along that vein, let's move on to Instagram. So if you're
that, I know they had a request for the video, so let's play that real quick of the viral video that we had with the young man with the fish.
Oh,
I have it pulled up on the screen for those who are viewing Unfortunately, our radio viewers can't see it, but here's the little young man catching his nice little mango snapper.
Sorry, Danny.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come here, come closer. Step onto the dog. Really there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So just about 11 million.
So cute.
So
Oh my
cute.
gosh, absolutely cute. So Debbie says that she was able to see 67,940, but she couldn't get through. So you got to wait till we ask the next question, caller. You might be calling a little bit early. Hello, caller. Hello. Oh, got to keep on muting. Hello. Oh, we get the music this morning.
I'm not even sure where that's coming from.
That's the caller playing the song for us.
Oh.
I think. No? Maybe that's you. Is that you, Kevin? I'm missing your audio. I'm like, where's that coming from? I think that was you, Kevin. I think that's you playing. At first, I thought maybe the caller was playing us a song. All right, folks, let's move on to the next one. So the next one is going to be Instagram. So if you follow us on Instagram, how many followers do we have on Instagram? Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
41,276 plus followers on Facebook for CMR.
No, ma'am. And we've already got a Facebook winner. So now we've moved on to Instagram. So the question, I know you got to keep up. Things are hot this morning. So the question this morning now is, how many followers do we have on Instagram? Caller?
13.17.
No. On Instagram? No.
Yes. Instagram. Oh no.
Oh, girl, you gotta stick with the program this morning. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
So do you have any idea how many followers we have on Instagram?
Is it 23,200?
Yes. I mean, we can see it. We can see it a little bit more precise than that.
Sandy, that's correct. The viewers, when I'm looking at it, that's what they can see. We can see more on the back end, the exact number, but on Instagram, that's right. And the person that called first, she was given how many posts we've had on Instagram.
Oh,
the wrong number.
Misunderstand the question. Yeah, you got to listen to the question. So yes, the exact number of followers. I think yes, for the purposes of everybody else, it rounds it up, but it's 23,000. Hold on now. Let me give you all the exact number. 23,295.
Okay, so you got two more since my
so yes, we'll give that to you, caller. So hold on one second now. Let me just take down your number. Oh, you got a nice easy number to remember. All right, and we have a gift certificate for $25 of gas, and this is at Barcam Esso. So
thank you. That's where I fill up.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Got yourself $25.
This is your show is wonderful anyway, but today is extremely festive.
Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, my dear.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right.
Take care.
Okay, so that caller won. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are you? We just had a winner, so we're about to ask the next question. Do you want to? I'll ask you the question, and you might win. So you want to hear the question?
Sure.
Okay, so I talk about a certain person all the time on the show, right? She's my aunt. She's one of my aunts, and I say that she always offered pearls of wisdom. What is that aunt's name?
Your aunt.
I do say the name all the time. What is that aunt's name?
Lord. Okay, that one is kind of tricky. Lord, what is it? Her name is okay. Yeah, I'll have to call back.
All right, no problem. Good morning, caller. Do you want to guess what my aunt's name is?
Laurie?
No,
Laurie?
no, close, but that's not it. Oh, good morning, caller. Would you like to wager a guess?
Aunt Lottie.
Yes, Aunt Lottie. So that last caller was so close. Not Lori, Aunt Lottie. Lottie. Congratulations, caller. You are a winner today. I know. How you doing?
I'm not getting ready for work.
You're getting ready for work? Well, I hope that this $100 that you have just won is going to make your day that much more fabulous.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
At winning stuff. I'm good with giving away stuff, but never really win.
Well, there you go. You are a winner today.
Thank you very much.
All right, honey. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
So Aunt Lottie, I'm always talking about Aunt Lottie and Aunt Lottie's pearls of wisdom. Caller, good morning.
Aunt Lottie, I'm always talking about Aunt Lottie. Aunt Lottie.
Yeah, we just had a winner, honey.
Again.
Yes, Aunt Lottie.
Oh, okay.
All right, my dear. So keep listening. Keep listening. Yeah, you guys got to be quick on the dial today, because I'll tell you what. The calls are coming in hot and heavy. So no, the $500 prize is coming. Y'all better be ready for that one. That's going to be a little bit closer to the end of the program. All right, so very good job. Some of y'all, like I said, were really, really close on that one. So let me just remind you, because I see some of y'all call in my number. My other number, the number to call is 936-2626. So some of y'all sending WhatsApp messages. You have to call it in.
And at the same time, please share it with all your friends. Tell them that we're doing this so they have also an opportunity to win. So hit your share button. And also, if you're not following CMR yet, shame on you. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, everywhere you can find us. Please follow us, even on LinkedIn.
Yeah. So, Kevin, I'm going to show you this screen because this is a little bit different. So as page administrators, we've determined that we see something a bit different. Although Debbie did get the exact number that we see. So I wonder where she's actually seeing that. I'd be curious to know. But someone sent this photo to show exactly what they are seeing. So good morning, caller.
I believe it depends if you're looking from a mobile phone versus a computer. Because I was looking at it different ways. And when I'm looking on my phone,
you see a different number.
It's kind of what I see as a user. But when I'm on the back end, I'm using the computer, I could see a little bit more details. So it looks like Facebook has
so I think what they do, and you know what it is? I think just like Instagram, they're just rounding it up here. Right. So we follow 213. So we're following 213 different pages. And we have over 67,000 followers. So I see. But I bet there's an area where they can actually go in and see the total number, not just the rounded up figure. Mm-hmm. You probably need to be a little bit more tech savvy. And maybe you have to do that from a computer. All right, well, let's keep it moving. Yes, the lines are on fire today, folks. So we gave it a 67 to 13. I think people were kind of combining the two of those, but now I see exactly kind of what's going on. All right, well, let us continue. So during the election, and Kevin, we're going to have you do the next question. So get ready. So, during the election, oh my goodness, we had a bit of a mascot. Well, it's something that happened during the election cycle every single day. And this thing would show up. It's an animal that would show up outside my window whenever we would have election guests on. And I would always say to them, I think you're going to have some good luck because I just saw, what was it? What was it that I would see outside my window all the time?
Hello.
Hi, caller. Good morning.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Is it the Cayman rabbit?
What's it? Yes, but what do we call it as Caymanians?
We call it a goatee.
Yes. Yes. I was gonna say no Cayman. They're not gonna call that no Cayman rabbit. We're like, yep, and a Gucci. Wonderful, yes, and a Gucci. So, folks, if you were listening to the show during the election, you would know that I don't know what it was, but that Gucci was constantly showing up outside of her window. And little thing, I mean, I'd be like, wow, the Gucci just went by again. Maybe you're gonna be a winner. He became like, I think, a lucky charm for a lot of a lot of other people. So a lot of the people who are running for elected office. So caller, you're absolutely right. I can tell that you were actually paying attention. So let me just take down your number here. All right. So out of the let me just go through the little gift certificates here, child. Ooh la la. You have won yourself $150 gift certificate to oh gosh, what's the name of the restaurant again? Grand Ole House. I'm looking at the gift certificate. Where's the name? $150 to Grand Ole House, honey child. That is dinner for two.
Thank you.
Yes, you're absolutely most welcome. So congratulations.
Okay, have a good day.
You too. All right, that was good. She was the first caller and she got it. Yes, Aguti. And boy, he or she, I don't know if it's a male or female, was all over the place. Now I have to be careful because I think at some point I was putting the Aguti's life in danger, Kevin, because I had my cousin saying, there's that Aguti still come around. He looked like he was getting kind of fat. I was like, listen to me.
This cousin from East End, or what?
Yes.
How did I know?
Well, she's a Georgetowner, but her mom is from East End, so you know how that go already. Oh my gosh. They were trying to steal my little Gucci and have him for dinner. I was like, no, leave him alone. All right, Kevin, you got a question for us?
I do. So, this is going to be for people who actually watch or listen to CMR frequently. So it's going to be too challenging if you don't. So for those who know this answer, please call in once again. That's going to be the requirement that we have. Who are name two of our top callers on CMR? There's several people you can choose from, and it includes the politicians if you want to add them. However, give us two people who are frequent callers to the show.
Oh, by the way, Al John Lanson, I see that you have just messaged. You are a winner, but I need you to call the show. But give us 1 second. So what was the question, Kevin? For who are frequent callers to the show?
Just name two frequent callers to the show.
Two. All right. Good morning, caller.
But two frequent callers to the show. You can include politicians who also call in frequently as well.
Oh, okay. Well, this is actually pretty easy. Good morning, caller.
Kenneth Bryan and Dene.
Yes.
Absolutely.
They might be the two most frequent callers, actually.
Yep, Jared's on the list as well, too. Remember, Jared's a frequent caller on the show.
Oh, yes, that is true. I think
Turner, the Honorable Minister of Education, Health,
a lot of people think Jared is a lot of people think Jared is my co-host, you know. All right, caller. Congratulations. You are the winner of a $50 gift certificate to Rubus Savannah.
Yay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're most welcome. And make sure you WhatsApp us, because I see that you're calling from a landline. So ensure that you WhatsApp us to get your $50 gift certificate.
Sure, no problem.
All right, wonderful. So everybody's guessing this morning, honey chow. I need to remind people, why are people blowing up my other number? I need to remind them to call this number. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program. Uh-oh. Hi, morning.
So did anyone get the answer yet?
Yes. We just had a winner. But we have, you want to hold on and try the next question that's coming up?
Sure.
All right. So this talk show, when it started in Bobo, and we're going to ask what date it started, but that's not your question. We had as our first guest someone. Who was the person when we launched like the Cold Hard Truth on Bobo? Who was our first guest?
I listened to the program and I can't remember.
You can't remember.
I'll take a wild guess. I don't know, the governor.
No, it was not the governor, but you are awfully close. So let's try another call. Good morning, caller. Who was the first guest on the Cold Hard Truth when we went live on radio on Bobo 89.1? I think they gave up. They're like, I don't know that one. Good morning, caller.
I don't know.
Hello? Caller? I think they somehow got this. Child, the phone lines are so hot this morning. Good morning, caller.
Was it a deputy governor?
Yes, and what is his name?
Frank Anderson.
Absolutely. Now hold on. Now let me try to get your number. Gosh, so many people are calling that the phone is just ringing off. So hold on 1 second. Now we want to make sure I take it down correctly. Yep. So 916. All right, my dear. So in our little bag of goodies here, let me see what else we got. We have a gift certificate to. We're gonna double up on some of our food vouchers this morning. Popeyes and Burger King, $10 each. Congratulations, my darling.
No, thank you.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. All right, folks. So lots of prizes. We're giving you guys practical stuff here that you can either eat out, fill up your gas, like the things right now that are costing us money. Okay, so he was the first guest on the Cold Hard Truth once we launched on Bobo. Now, the next question is, pay attention now, because this one is going to be a $50 gift certificate to Foster's. Everybody wants this one. What day did we actually launch on Bobo 89.1? What's the actual date? Yes, think hard about it. What date did we launch on Bobo 89.1? Good morning, caller. Do you know what date it was? I guess they weren't ready. You got to be ready when you call, folks. You got to be ready. All right. So the question again is, what date did we launch on Bobo 89.1 FM? Good morning. No. Hello, caller? No? I don't know what's going on. Some of y'all calling, it's not even coming through. All right. Any guesses? Let me see. Do you know this one, Kevin? Hello, caller? No? All right, let's go to the next one. Good morning, caller. What date did we launch on Bobo 89.1?
Good morning, Miss Sandra.
Hello, honey. How are you?
Was it the 28th? Good morning, ma'am. Is it the 28th of November?
No. Oh, my gosh. It was this year. So not November.
Was it the 28th?
Say that again.
Okay. 28th.
Of when?
January.
Nope. Sorry.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, folks. So if you've already won, give somebody else a chance. I do see a number calling back again. So give someone else a chance. So again, the question is, when did we launch on Bobo 89.1? Good morning, caller. So that caller had the day right, but he was off with the month. So I don't know what happened there, but morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Hi, good morning.
Yes. Are you going to wager a guess on this one?
Yes. Okay. March 24th?
No!
28th. The 28th.
Yes. I was like, had the date, the day correct, but the month wrong. The 28th of March, which was a Monday, we launched on Bobo 89.1. So, caller, you almost made that slip through your little fingers. All right, so hold on a second here. Let me just take down your number. So congratulations. You have won yourself a $50 gift certificate to Foster's Food Fair. And as you can appreciate, that'll get you at least a bag of groceries. All right. Good morning, caller. All right. So let's see. Ooh, child, we getting all kind of calls coming in. Morning, caller. Hello? No?
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Was it the 28th of April?
No, it was actually March, and we just had a winner. Would you like another question? I got another question ready?
Sure.
All right. So let me see now. Oh, that one's kind of hard. Let me give you one that's they're all kind of hard to be honest. But who sings a song? So this is a band, right? Cayman Band. Who sings a song about the Mall Road? So it's not about Cayman Mall Road, but it's about the Mall Road. So we're talking about the importance of just our history and how the Mall Road is an integral part of who we are. So what band sings a song about the Mall Road? And I'm going to give you the lyrics to the song, and I want you to think about it. So the song lyrics go like this. It says, leave Granny alone. And the verse goes, Granny don't use iPhone. Granny don't use Facebook. Granny has the Mall Road more info than the phone book. What band actually sings that song? Leave Granny alone.
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to see if I can find it, but it's obviously an original piece. But yes, you don't know that one?
No.
Okay. Let's go on to the next caller. Have a think about it.
Okay.
Good morning, caller. Do you think you might know who sings that song?
Is it the Swanky Band?
Yes, it is.
Another kitchen man.
The Swanky Kitchen Band. That is right.
Yes, Swanky Kitchen Band. Yes, Miss Sandra.
Yes, very, very good. Congratulations, caller. You are a winner. Now, hold on. Let me just take down your number here.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
You missed the boat on that last question, but look at you. You got tenacity and you called back. So I love it. Okay.
Yes,
so
ma'am. Time in the bus, man.
Yes. All right, my dear. So we have another $50 gift certificate for Rubus Savannah. Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very, very good. Okay, so I got your number here. Congrats again. All right. I thought that one was going to be a lot harder, Kevin. I was really thinking that might have stumped people, but very good guess. Good morning, Jared.
Morning. You can hear me?
Yes. Okay. Marshall, you're calling WhatsApp, but you're actually calling the wrong WhatsApp number. So 936-2626. Save that one as the cold hard truth line. But yes, that's the Sorry?
Yeah. No, I said I called, but the phone cut off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I think you're good.
Oh, you have my number, right?
Yes, I got your number.
Okay,
right. My dear.
Thank you, ma'am.
All righty. So yes, you can call a straight line or you can call in WhatsApp for our friends who are overseas for sure. But the number to call is 936-2626. So Jonathan, you won already? No, don't be trying to win again. He's like, I already won. Give somebody else a chance. It wasn't April Fool's Day, and it wasn't the 28th of November. Nope. Shirley has a band. I don't think so. It's the Swanky Band. Yeah. Stacey told me she wants to win the $500. All right, that's coming up here shortly. Stay tuned, honey child. All right, let me see what other questions we got in the kitty. Okay, here's a good one. Now, this would have required you really keeping up from several years ago. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Have someone answered about Bobo's date as yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh boy, you were lying.
You got to be quick today. We've had several questions since that one. So,
girl, I've been trying. Okay, bye.
All right. I'm beginning to wonder if some people have more than a 2-second delay on their phones, Kevin. I'm like, what?
some people might be watching it if they're watching it online, might not be watching the live version.
That's only a 3-second delay.
Well, no. If they were watching, then they paused it for any reason. It sometimes.
Make sure you refresh. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Make sure you refresh. Okay, so we have a accolade called Jackass of the Day. Y'all should be very, very familiar with it, right? And so this is sort of a two-part question. The first part of the question is, when did the Jackass of the Day start? That's the first question. When did it start? And why did it start? So when did it start and why did Jackass of the Day start? So I am going to, I'm just having a look at a date here. Yes. So when and why? Now, I don't need you to be, I don't need an exact date, even just the month and the period of when it started, the year, because it didn't just start today. And so the question is, when did Jackass of the Day start and why? And Kevin, I must admit that you're thinking last night of who the first person was. You were actually, I believe, spot on. So, yeah. Good morning, caller. Take a stab at this one. When did it start and who was like our first Jackass of the Day?
It started 2020.
Okay.
I think. And it was the John White.
Somebody's been following.
Yes, girl.
I won.
Yes. You got it right. Oh my God. I thought that one was going to be super hard.
I remember.
You remember. Yes, girl. Good for you. So that was April of 2020. And the reason why it started was because we were trying to hold people accountable who were out there just breaching all the COVID regulations and restrictions and whatever. So that was why Jackass of the Day started. Now, the funny thing about it is when it got started, everybody was up in arms about it. Oh, you can't be calling somebody a jackass. And I'm like, why not? What else would you like me to call them? So now, not only are people love it, people send Jackass nominations every single day. So caller, congratulations. You have just won yourself $100. And guess what? It's real money. It's not fraudulent money.
Not counterfeit.
We're going to leave that to Mr. Dennis Ebanks over there, who's passed around fraudulent money. So yes, congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. Do you need my number?
I've got it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, my dear. So that is really funny. I thought that was going to be a lot harder. Hey, Jared.
Hey.
So a lot of people since then have gotten the nomination. And as you guys know, anybody who parks in a blue spot and we get your photo of your vehicle and even of you, we're going to nominate you as Jackass of the Day. Because y'all can't be doing that now. Respect the blue spot.
Exactly.
Kim Bracker, good morning. She's commenting on the Cayman Islands Coast Guard. She says everybody knows that the creation was the brainchild was Sergeant Sean. I was going to say SGT. Sergeant Sean Abshire. Is that how you pronounce his name? Bodden, aka Abjack. As in 2013, September, he met with the then Premier Alden McLaughlin, suggesting its creation. Nothing happened. When the lives of Mr. Mullings and 4 others were lost at sea, he went back again, suggesting it. Then came the fruition, and it being placed in the PPM manifesto as it was an election time. Also, the BRAC was to have their Coast Guard station. When the time came for hiring people, and then unfortunately that got cut off. But I know what she's going to say. When the time came for hiring people, they didn't hire qualified people, and they never. I'm not saying they didn't hire qualified people. They didn't hire some of the qualified people in Cayman BRAC. So yes, that's a hot mess of a situation. Them progressive child, they be promising you stuff during the election, and then they simply don't deliver. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to leave that discussion for another day. Okay, let me just check my bag of questions. Mm-hmm.
I have a question if you want to.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So, who are the core staff? You got to name everybody now. Who are the core staff on CMR?
Mm-hmm. The core staff. As Cece said, you've had so many jackasses, we've literally lost count. That's true, but you got to remember the first one. Soka says it's Abshur. Oh, thank you, my dear. Soka, she is a pronunciation police, chow. She'd be like, make sure you say it right, honey, chow. All right. Good morning. Who are the core staff at Cayman Mall Road? Who you got?
Make sure you say it right, honey, chow. All right. Good morning.
Okay, remember to turn off your radio when you call in.
Okay. Is it Kevin Watley?
Okay. You got to name at least 4 people. Kevin, you're the only one that they're remembering right now. All right, have a think about it. We're going to go to the next caller. Caller, good morning.
Good morning. This is Marshall from North Carolina.
Yeah, Marshall in the house. All the way from the NC.
The staff on CMR is
yes.
Sandra Hill, Kevin Watler, Nisha Allinger, and Renee. I don't know who else is on there.
Yes, we'll take that.
That's all.
Congratulations. All right.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna donate my prize. I'm gonna text you the number.
Okay.
Of the person I'm gonna donate my prize to, but I want to hear what my prize was.
All right. So we got a combo gift certificate, Burger King and Popeyes for you. So send us the details on WhatsApp of who you want to donate it to.
I will do that. Thank you very much.
All right, my dear. Thank you too.
All right.
All right. Bye. So Marshall, Soka, she's here again. She's like, you hear how he pronounced his name? Marshall, say it for us again.
My name is Marshall.
Marshall. I always say Marshall. So she's like, it's Marshall. Oh Lord, here I tell you what, she's
was Soka Phillips an English teacher by any chance?
I don't think that she was, but she loves to make sure y'all getting it right. By she be watching and listening.
I will send the information of the person.
So I'm Marshall. I will get it right next time. Marshall. Yes, thank you. All right, my dear. Thanks very much. Okay, Soka said he sounded like he wanted the cash too. Okay, I think we should go ahead and do the cash prize now because maybe it might take a minute for people to guess it, and we are kind of getting down to the down to the wire now. So listen, folks. Actually, let's do one more question. The day that Cayman Mall Road was started, so June the 29th, 5 years ago, back in 2017. I was actually doing some freelance writing for another publication. And that publication, this is what happens in life, was the reason why I started CMR, because I was always sending them stuff and they were like, oh, we don't know. This is too controversial. We might get sued. We need to speak to our lawyers. I don't know. And I was like, do y'all really know what's going on in the Cayman Islands? Name that publication. 936-2626. Name the publication that I was freelancing for. And honestly, they're the reason why we're here today. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
Hello.
Is it Cayman Compass?
No, it is not the Compass.
Okay.
Sorry.
Bye.
Hi, caller. What's your guess this morning?
Cayman News Services?
Nope, it was not Cayman News Service. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Is it Loop?
Yes, you are a winner. It is Loop. I'm going to tell you guys all the details, but congratulations. So for you, caller, you actually got a really big prize. This one's actually really fantastic. So you are going to receive a Buzz streaming box, which is valued at $150, and a 1-year free subscription, which is valued at $600. This is fantastic. Yes, and I do see your name, so I will be in touch with your winnings.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. Yes, it was Loop. So this is how it all got started, folks. So I was freelancing for Loop off and on. And, all the time I'd send them a story and they'd be like, oh, this one, we don't know. It's too controversial. Or they were conflicted because, Loop came out as actually owned by not the Dart. Oh my God, no. Digicel. Let me make sure I get that right. So they are owned by Digicel. And one time I sent them a story. Oh my God, the Digicel CEO just resigned, but really he got fired because they do that a lot. They'd be like, you got to resign. They force you to resign. And they're like, oh no, we can't do that story because we're owned by Digicel. I was like, honey child, this not gonna work for me. So I can't remember what story they rejected back on June the 29th, 2017. But I remember messaging Danica and I said, you know what? Just forget it. This isn't working for me. Y'all too scaredy cats. If you want to be in news in the Cayman Islands, y'all need to get with the program. So I said, I'm going to set up my own newspaper. And I think she was like, yeah, whatever. Okay. And let me tell you, by the 29th, I had the name chosen. I cannot remember exactly who helped me with the name. I kind of feel like Dr. Sidney might have been. He's really good with names. I think he might have been a little bit helpful with that. So we had the name chosen because we already had a WhatsApp group that was receiving information. Big shout out to Ingrid. The logo that you see was actually designed by Ingrid Harris. So I'm like, Ingrid, this is the name. We need a logo. So she did our first logo design. We had the Facebook page up and created, and we were on our way. So y'all want $500? Aljon, you actually won money already. So you need to message me, honey child, because you were a first winner. Since you shared and liked their page, you were pre-registered. So now here we go. $500 is up for grabs. So June the 29th of 2007, CMR kicked off. And by that afternoon, I was already up and running, had the website address. I was already starting to build a website. Mind you, we've had a lot of lessons since then, honey child. So 2 years in 2019, we had to take the website down completely and rebuild the format and use a format that is for proper newspapers because we didn't use that format initially, right? But, we've had a lot of lessons in 5 years and we have grown leaps and bounds. So we went live the afternoon of June the 29th, 2017. What is the first story? The website was actually up already. So that means that days before that, we were already, doing all the technical back end stuff because on our website, June of 2017, on this day, we posted the very first story. So the $500 question is like bonus round now. What was that story? Who was the story about? What was it about? So y'all need to come good now. Come good. Good morning, caller. Do you think you know?
Is it the Digicel story?
No, it was not the Digicel story.
All right.
Good guess, but that wasn't it. She's paying attention now. She thought I just dropped a little hint, but it was not the Digicel story. Kevin, do you even know this one?
I actually do not know the answer.
Wow. Well. Look at who it is trying her luck with $500.
This is rough because I'm on Google, right? And it's showing mass shooting in 1 week. But I said July. No, this is okay. This not direct. This is not giving us the direct answer.
No, honey child. Try again. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am. Do you think you know what our very first story was?
I'm going to guess Matthew Leslie.
Oh, shit. No. I mean, no, honey child. He's not that important.
Okay.
It was not him. No. Good morning, caller. Are you going to take a stab at this one?
Is it the there's a couple of stories on that day. Is it the auditor being sued for $280 million by the liquidators?
Man, how did you find these? That wasn't the very first one, but you're onto something. So grab another one from that date.
Margaritaville.
No. Ooh, you got some search skills.
The trust officer sued.
Nope, you're getting closer though.
Okay. All right.
It was a criminal situation. Somebody was arrested.
Bruce Blake arrested.
Yes. So the breaking story, this was done on June the 29th at 8:48 a.m. So honey child, we were up in the morning giving y'all sus on the very first day that we officially launched. Bruce Blake arrested was the headline for the story. And this story was all about Mr. Bruce Blake being arrested. So that was big news that day, child, because y'all were like, the other media house was like, oh, the anti-corruption unit has arrested someone, but they didn't say who because they didn't know who. And of course, here on CMR, we knew who it was. And we put up our story. Yes, it was him. So caller, you just won yourself $500.
Oh, thank you so much.
You are most welcome. Hold on one second now. Let me just, I'm going to get your information. So yes, this was a really big story, folks, back then. And you know what is so incredibly funny? This case is still ongoing. It's so hard to believe that 5 years later, he has still not had his day in court. It is still an entanglement of a situation. Oh my goodness. So caller, I do see that you're calling from a landline. So what I'm going to do, yeah, so just WhatsApp me your personal cell after the show, and we'll get you all sorted out with your $500. So congratulations again.
Thank you so much. This is Tracy at Cayman Water.
Oh, Tracy, girl, you have the best luck. You're always winning stuff.
Thank you so much, and congratulations again on your 5th anniversary.
Thank you, Tracy. Have a good one.
Okay.
Ooh, Tracy's always winning stuff on CMR, actually. She knows when to call, child. So yes, our very first story was about Bruce Blake. And like I tell you, that case is still ongoing. I believe they should be soon starting the trial, but I don't even know. Good morning, caller.
Good morning and happy anniversary. God bless. It's my niece's birthday today as well, son.
Thank you so much.
God bless. Thank you for all that you do, and thanks for just being you.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you got an answer yet, but I'm doing my poses and everything together.
Oh.
And I think the first story was, I think it was Mr. Blake.
Yes, we did have an answer though. We just had, but you were correct. But we literally just had an answer as well. Yes. Oh my gosh, you would have won yourself $500, Jill.
I know.
You had to be a little bit quick this morning because people were they had us on speed dial.
Yes.
So this was the story. Thank you so much, caller. Really appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome. God bless.
All right, my love. So this was the story about Bruce Blake being arrested in relation to the whole CIFA, the Cayman Islands Football Association, and CONCACAF mix-up thing. And yes, he's still yet to go to trial 5 years later. But on this day, 5 years ago, he was arrested. Jared, as I often say, what a hot mess.
I tell you.
Jonathan says I should get a prize for being the #1 commentator. You know who is the #1 commentator? Cameron. Cameron comments. Is Cameron here this morning? Cameron comments on everything. So, every single post. Sometimes Cameron is over there having a conversation all by their lonesome. Nobody else even interacted with Cameron, and Cameron's like 5 comments in. Any thoughts today, Jared, as we celebrate 5 years of CMR?
Well, I didn't. Time flies. Time flies.
Did you remember the day we got started? Do you remember it then, or you weren't really?
I came more onto the scene, or it picked up on 2017, December, when there was a prominent figure that was being spewed a lot in the media, which we can't say the name, but it was Matthew Leslie, because he was.
Oh, him. Yes. So he brought you in.
Well, I can't. Well, I went down and they had this big arcade or whatever.
Oh, the carnival.
The carnival. So and that was my first year going away, so I had to come back because I was tired overseas. So, but I was watching and all them things, and the mix up were good too, boy.
So he still in Belize. Don't look like he won't come back home anymore. What a hot mess. Anyway, more power to him. So folks, yes, from back in the day, we've been calling out all kind of jackasses from day one. We weren't necessarily calling them that at the time, but there you go. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your busy day today. Lots of winners. And even if you didn't win, in my eyes, you're still a winner. That's what you tell a 5-year-old to make him feel good. But y'all like, give me my money. I don't want to hear, but I'm still a winner if I didn't get any money. Big shout out to our Bobo listeners. A couple more seconds with them. You guys have a fantastic day. We'll be back here tomorrow morning. And thank you so much for tuning in, as always. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to hit the end button. I meant to play the outro. Oh, well. Bobo, I just disconnected you guys. Oops. Oh, well. When you're multitasking and you got too many things going on, what can I say? Yes, they'll figure out what just happened in a second. Right now, Bobo has dead air. They're like, what? Where'd Sandy go? Anyway, folks, I want to thank all of you who tune in every single day on social media. Thousands of you go back and watch the videos. Today was a fun show. And there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of fun every once in a while, folks. Fun is fun. You know what I'm saying? It's all a great time. So thank you to everyone. Jonathan says, I think you need to practice being a game show host. That is definitely not my full-time job. Charlene says, so busy dialing in and still can't get you. What a mess. Well, Charlene, you got us a couple times, honey child, but you were late on those questions. So Jonathan says, I gave her 3 shots to answer. Which one was that? That wasn't the final. That wasn't the finale, because she was literally on the day. Like, she had all the stories. So yeah, I mean, she was looking at that page on that day. So she had the skills. So, all right, folks. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in this morning. Like I said, it was a fantastic show. Kevin, any final thoughts today on our 5-year anniversary? Hard to believe.
It's just amazing to see the growth of it, looking from the earlier days and the maturity between the years, the lessons that we have learned. It's such an amazing thing. And, another 5 years from now, we're going to be doing the same thing. If not, it's going to be actually a lot better in the next 5 years. We're going to be doing a lot more amazing things. Got, things going on behind the scenes where we're trying to grow and expand. And so, and if you want to be part of the CMR team, reach out to us, because we always are interested, especially if you're here locally in the Cayman Islands, to try to grow the team and all that. But Sandy, before we cut off, I do want to make sure that we play a weather update as well too. We do have some tropical activity that is brewing out there, and it's very important this time of year. We have a busy season that is predicted, and we want to make sure that we are getting as much warning as we can for potential systems. There is something out there again that I am watching, not the system that is passing or just passed by the Trinidad area and stuff, but we have another system that I'm keeping our eyes on, and I want to make sure that you do what you can do to prepare from now. Remember, things are very expensive now. We don't want
travel documents. Have all your travel documents in order. Everything.
Absolutely. And if you buy things little by little, it's not going to hit you all at one time, because with people money being kind of short right now. You can't just go to the grocery store and necessarily buy everything. So if you just kind of pace it out, just buy a couple of items every single week, you're going to do much, much better. But again, we need to be prepared. This season is no joke. We don't know if it's going to happen, but we should be prepared. So I want to make sure that we at least have a weather segment play for those who are following us.
Jared, any final comments before we cue up the weather?
It was an awesome show. That's the quickest I get from me today.
Sounds good. All right, so we will see you guys tomorrow. And again, here's the latest on the tropics from Kevin.
Hello, I'm Kevin Watler, and this is your CMR weather update. Is brought to you by WG Charters. Today's sunrise at 5:50. It will be mostly cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. The day heats up to the high 80s, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and then the sun sets at 7:07. Tonight, the temperature falls to the low 80s. High tides at 9:13 a.m. and 10:50 p.m. and the low tides at 4:18 a.m. and 3:46 p.m. Looking forward, similar weather conditions are expected. It's summertime, so those hot days and warm nights with scattered showers is going to be possible anytime during the summertime. It's very typical for this time of year. CMR weather updates are brought to you by WG Charters. They offer private boat trips for a great price, so we encourage you to support them. Now for our tropical update. Storm Ready Cayman updates are brought to you by Home Gas. Heavy rainfall and tropical storm force winds are expected across the Windward Islands, northeastern Venezuela, and the ABC Islands through Wednesday. Now, land interaction may keep this system from strengthening too much over the next couple days, but by Friday, it will be over the southern Caribbean Sea where there is very warm water and very little wind shear to stop it from getting better organized. So, in Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala, they need to pay very close attention and get ready for possible impacts. It doesn't seem like the Cayman Islands will need to worry about this system, but another area to watch is the one right behind it. After that system passes the Lesser Antilles and it's in the Caribbean Sea, gradual development is possible, so we need to watch it very carefully. I encourage you to be ready from now so you don't have to panic buy should it develop closer to our area. Please follow and monitor CMR's social media channels for the latest update. Now, Home Gas is sponsoring CMR's Storm Ready Cayman updates. They can help you with any propane needs you have. Check them out at homegas.com, and thank you, Home Gas, for sponsoring CMR's Storm Ready Cayman updates.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels. And visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.
And folks, in typical breaking news, we actually have a breaking situation this morning. I was not checking all of our messages, but we have a young lady who was in a vehicular accident. A pregnant young lady hit a dump truck, I'm hearing. And oh my God, this is crazy. She hit a cement wall. Oh, not a cement truck, a cement wall. Pregnant girl thrown to the back seat, but not dead. Oh my God. What? This is so crazy. All right, we're going to post this up here now. I'm just seeing these messages that were coming in this morning. I cannot believe it. We're praying that she and her baby are going to be okay. How did she hit a cement wall? Oh man, I'm telling you guys every day to please be careful. Oh, this car looks hell of a mashed up. Oh my God. This is Hetty's Lane in West Bay. Wow. Okay. All right, let us get this story up ASAP. And so go to the website and make sure that you guys check it out. This is crazy. All right, folks, as we know more, we'll post it up on social media for now. And as we know more, we'll certainly update you guys. Okay, have a good day.